That's fine.
No.
You hit the wrong one. That's why the transition didn't play.
It's Maine, right?
Yeah, something's wrong with them. Hey, everyone!
Hello, welcome back.
Oh, shit.
Starting the year off.
Thank God DJ's not here.
Oh my.
Well,
Happy 2021.
yeah, Don's got to fix stuff, so we're going to sit here and...
It's 2021 and nothing has changed.
Yep, right? Hope you all have a wonderful holiday break. We're back for Dungeons and Dragons.
We're back.
Dungeons and
Dragons.
Yeah, right, I'm channeling my inner Eeyore.
Dungeons.
Some spicy gifts. Oh, yeah. DJ, you want to talk about your spicy gifts that you received?
Sure.
And thank the person who sent them?
Sorry, I didn't have chat open. Hi.
Hello! Hello!
I'm
DJ. DJ's not here.
I was sitting like a foot back, so I wasn't part of the stream yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I got gifts from Cryptic Vulpix.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I got spicy jelly beans,
Beans.
which have Carolina Reaper, jalapeno, sriracha.
What did you just say?
Suture Mall.
Sriracha.
Swaracha?
I feel like there's too many R's. There's a couple, but I think there was an extra.
There's like a W in there for
Yeah, like a soiree. Swaracha.
To be
Thanks for
fair,
inviting me to your
it is
swaracha.
spelled S-R-I-R-A-C-H-A.
Where's the W, you fuck?
Sriracha. Sriracha. That's what I said.
Sriracha.
That's what I said.
Oh
Sriracha.
my God.
Not what you said.
Sriracha.
Cayenne.
Are you sure it's not Cheyenne peppers?
Carolina Reaper. Oh, and jalapeno.
Very good.
Jalapeno.
The Carolina Reaper I'm very worried about.
Yeah.
So those are jelly bean number ones.
Mm-hmm.
Jelly beans number two.
Number ones.
Jelly beans numbers twos.
Jelly
We got-
bean number ones and jelly beans number 2.
Yeah. We got Bean Boozled Extreme. Oh god, these are even made by Jelly Belly?
Yeah.
Could you imagine being a company going, guys, I got a great marketing idea. We're gonna make our product, but way worse.
I think Jelly Belly's
just
castrated
absolutely awful.
jelly bean.
Maybe. So the flavors in this one, we have Stink Bug,
Oh.
Oh, worst.
canned dog food, rotten egg, booger,
Booger.
dead fish, skunk spray, dirty dishwater, barf, stinky socks. Music's not playing what the fuck's going on.
I don't think you hit play.
I hit play, but I didn't click it enough, I guess. And spoiled milk. So I'm
Only the
excited
best.
about the spicy ones. The extreme ones make me want to gag.
Well, listen, if the spicy one's too much, you can just, wash it down with the spoiled milk.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Vulpix said just so you didn't have to guess if you were getting the good flavors like in regular Bean Boozled. That's cruel. Those good flavors are a reprieve.
I don't know. The certainty of all being bad is a comfort.
What if they did that, but they were all the same color?
Ooh.
They
Like,
do.
just a bunch of...
They do. In the regular Bean Boozled ones, there's a good one and a bad one.
No, I know,
and
but
they're
I'm saying if
both
all of
paired.
them. Every single
That
bean
would be
was one color.
terrible.
You just wouldn't know which bad one it
It's
was.
all gray.
Right?
Oh God! I don't want to eat a grape.
Because at least when you get a yellow one, you're like, alright, this might be lemons.
Sure,
Or
that's
it's
true.
earwax.
Or, yeah, like, you grab a black one, you're like, oh.
So now that we got that set, we're gonna just start straight.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Alright.
Hey,
sorry.
everyone.
DJ's not here.
DJ's not here. He forgot the Hydra, so he had to go home. Get it. That thing that we talked about 3 weeks ago. Yeah, he's not here right now.
He's gone.
He's driving
Right.
Chell's car, so, good
It's
luck.
probably crashed.
It's probably
There's
terrible.
probably going to be like a meatball sub all over the back.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
gonna be
just-
terrible.
The car comes back as a meatball.
It's like gonna be like one of those like hot dog cars.
Like
but a
Oscar Mayer
meatball- Yeah.
My car.
Yeah. So we're gonna go around the table.
Easy.
At least you could drive it underwater since it's a sub now.
Oh, okay. Well, CMS, thank you for the 10,000 bits. DJ, you have another 100 day in fact.
Wherever you are.
Oh Oh my God. Well, CMS, thank you very much. That is extraordinarily generous. DJ's pain is my benefit,
Right.
so thank you.
Lord me.
Thank
Dude,
you.
things don't change, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, nothing changes.
New year, new Banes.
New year, new Banes. Oh goodness. Wish we could bane them in real life.
Right?
There's so many. There's just so
Yeah,
many.
just a few.
CMS, thank you very, very much. Seriously, it is extremely generous of you. Do subs count towards Banes? New subs, yes. Yeah, recurring subs that are already on there don't. But if you gift somebody a sub, yes, that counts. But yeah, we're gonna go around the table.
Oh my God, the hand sanitizer!
Oh,
no! Why? It's so wet! Oh my God!
Well, Vulpix is just getting 5, so that's 25 Banes. So there's another 125 Banes.
What do I do? Do I shake it? Do I refoam it?
I think it's probably the mechanism.
Yeah, pull the pump all the way up.
Yeah.
Is it up?
Just
Up it is!
Is it up? Have you tried shaking it?
Can't go
Vulpix,
up no
thank you
more.
very much for the 5 gifted subs. CMS and
I've
Vulpix, thank
reached
you
my
guys very,
limit.
very
It's
much.
fine.
Seriously.
It's fine.
I hate this
Why the fuck did it
conversation.
goo all over
Oh,
me?
stop! Make this conversation stop.
Thank you
please.
guys both very much. Thank you.
Oh God! DJ's
I
head.
can hear him. I hear
It's like
reindeer on the
Yeah, right.
rooftops. Is he here?
Bane deer on the rooftop.
Reindeer. There you go. That's good.
Oh.
I think I hear him.
Up on the rooftop. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, no!
Oh my fucking.
Where did that come from?
Hello.
Didn't bring the Hydra. Brought the time. He was prepared.
407 heads ago.
It's Banebraham Lincoln.
Oh, hey.
It's a bit of a stretch, but it doesn't really rhyme, but it's fine.
Yes, it is. Right? It's a.
Delightful.
Very upset.
We're not great RPG.
Dude, we're really killing it. Fuck this year already.
You couldn't tell.
2021.
Oh.
Oh man. Yeah, so we're gonna go around the table, introduce ourselves real quick, and then have a recap of what happened 3 weeks ago, and then we're gonna have some fun with a Hydra. Probably, maybe.
Probably not.
We're gonna have some fun with the Hydra.
It's fine. A lot of heads.
One
Hi,
for
I'm
each
Dom.
of us, dude. There's
good.
7 of us here.
It's fine. I'm Don, and I play Flint Iron Fist. How you doing?
Listen,
Howdy.
anyone who doesn't take theirs, I'll take it.
Save the head for me, Carl.
Oh, an unclaimed head, though.
I'm Sarah, and I play Chessa.
Yeah, I'm John, and I play Olaf.
I'm Glenn, and I play Crom.
I'm chilling. I gotta go.
I'm Mike and I play Stalk.
DJ, I'm the Dungeon Master. I'm gonna have to take this top hat off because it's perpetually falling off of my head.
I thought you needed to consult with your computer for, where the hat was on your head.
Help me.
Googling, how do I take a hat off? Please. I'm stuck.
Now,
Happy birthday!
DJ returns to his state as a snowman.
Good lord.
I was
Yeah,
just
right, it's a
thinking-
little warm in here now.
Feel a little toasty down here.
I just turned the heat off.
The hats are off.
All right.
I was talking
So-
about Hydra head.
Last week, y'all sat around a table around dinner time. It was dark out. You watched the mist roll in off the Lake Lion Ojar. You began to take your places in preparation for
Robert Lowe.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
And I needed to do it. Bring the Hydra, dude. I'm fucking hug it.
So kill characters.
Right?
So you're sitting around watching the mist roll in. You got yourself in position for the battle. You fought the murderous mist ship. It was the name of the title, Murderous Mist. It was mist that murdered people.
As it does.
I'm a creative genius.
Alright, Kanye.
So you killed it. It began to rain blood out of the mist where you killed the thing. You then returned back to the Honorable Pike where you were greeted by Darren. You ordered more dinner for some reason.
We were very hungry, dude.
Ate your
I
dinner.
fucking died.
Told, yeah, true.
Need your rare steak.
Told Darren that you just killed the mist. Darren said, "Oh, cool. I'll have to tell Mr. Archrie, the leader." You guys went to bed. As you were going to bed, Stalk thought back to the museum and the security and
I forgot.
what it looked like, and snuck out of the Honorable Pike and made his way over to the museum stealthily, creepily, creep.
Got creep.
Got creep. He slipped back over to the museum, opened the window, and climbed his way inside before he made his way over to the painting depicting lightning bugs and began to roll it out of the frame and then carried it back through the streets of Cabago back to the Honorable Pike. Climbed back up in through the window where he actually did not do it stealthily at all and made too much noise, waking up Minerva, holding a finger to his lips and telling her to be quiet before just tucking in the painting with himself in his bed.
Mm-hmm.
So that was excellent. While that was happening, Crom was in Olaf's room discussing things with him.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to see what things were discussed, I'm not going to spoil it for everybody else. If you want to see what things were discussed, it's on the recap or on last week's episode, which you can find on YouTube. I swiped wrong. There we go. Following morning, Darren thanked everybody for killing the mist. Said that breakfast was on him since you guys did that. Told you that he sent word to Mr. Archrie and you should be hearing a response from him soon, given that Darren didn't hear one. You were sitting there eating your breakfast when the doors, you heard like gasps of excitement, not horror, outside. Definitely excitement. Outside as the doors opened and 4 guards ducked and carried like a platform king carrying thing. I don't know the name for
A
it.
litter.
A what?
A litter.
Really?
That's what it's called. It is called a litter.
Interesting.
Like cat.
And the people that carry it are litter bearers.
Interesting.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah,
There you
makes
go.
sense probably for a Paul and Paul Bearers. Same comparison. Yeah. Interesting.
Speaking of litter.
So would it be a liver because it's not a dead thing?
Kill him.
Shut up.
Hello. She wanted in.
She was screaming.
We're all
Blessed
screaming.
child.
Yeah, so 4 litter bearers bearing a litter entered entered into the tavern, sat it down on a table. The purple drapes that were surrounding it, that were trimmed in gold, it was a very pretty looking thing. Saw the drapes open up and a goblin poked his head out. Said, "Hi, I'm Mr. Archrie. Thanks y'all for killing the mist. Said you did a good thing that was helpful. But now he had another problem that arose because of it. They were feeding the dead bodies that the mist was sucking the blood out of. They were feeding that to the Hydra that lives in the lake so the Hydra didn't kill the fishing boats."
This is a terrible place to live.
Right?
Now that, you know, the mist isn't going to be killing any more people, he'll have to feed real people to the Hydra, or live people to the Hydra. And he doesn't want to have to do that. The people he's been feeding so far are fake.
Mannequins.
So you'd have to start feeding live people to the Hydra, and that just kind of won't work, so now you got to kill the Hydra. You discussed your payment, which was 2,400 gold, information about the masked men Minerva's after, an item from the museum of any character's choosing, but not the sword, and a carriage like Mr. Archrie's, as well as access to the mines. So where we left off last week was Mr. Archrie said, "Now let's get down to how you're going to kill this Hydra." Olaf just pulled his Zweihander and set it on the table, and Stalk stabbed the dagger into the table. And that's where we're picking up this week, after our nice long holiday break. So, Mr. Archrie says, "Yeah, I'm sure you guys will be fine. However, you may want to go into it with a plan of some kind.
Do you have any recommendations?
Don't die."
I mean, I think that
a
was
good
pretty
recommendation.
obvious. We haven't thus far. Sort of.
I guess stabbing it.
That's a good plan.
Strangling it.
You can try. It's got 7 heads.
one at a time.
Has anyone ever fought this thing?
No, not that I know of.
Hey, Banner Gaming, thank you very much for the raid.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much.
I spark a little bit of fire, just maybe cook it.
It's wet.
Not if we get it
The
out of
fish,
the water.
can't you?
All right, maybe.
This man never boiled anything.
Can't make it hot, it's wet.
Now that you mention it, though, whenever we tried to feed it, if we came near it with torches, it and was not very receptive.
Are you saying that it fled, or it became agitated,
It was
or
angry,
and would attack, or would run the opposite direction?
kind of like move away.
So it's scared of fire.
I guess you could think that. Yeah.
Was it something like
There were bolts coming out of his head by any.
all 7 heads? That is terrifying.
Frankenhydra.
Well, you've never had any of your men fight it?
No, like I said, they're good at guarding people, not great at killing monsters.
There were people being murdered by the mist.
Yeah. And I've lost some guards in the mines too, if I'm being honest, but
How did you lose them in the mines? Were they killed? Did they never return?
yeah. So interesting feature about our mines. They have different things in them every day. One day you go in there and like, you know, big giant looking dudes.
Just really strong men.
Go on.
Their strobe
I
lights
got it even get the hands.
music.
I imagine it's really like sweaty in there, right?
They're all
We're
just
talking like
standing there against the wall, flicking through their
Hot
phone.
stuff.
Alright,
Like sharp jaw lines,
Yeah, right.
or like big shoulders.
Yeah.
so are any of them standing there like,
Right?
Are they big,
Bolts coming out of there.
are they big
like-
compared to you or big compared to like him?
No, like they got one eye and they carry a big club.
A cyclops.
Sure.
Or they're missing an eye.
Each one of them.
One single eye.
They just got
We took
one
this
big
whole
eye.
effort, I
Okay,
think,
yeah.
too
Is it
far.
dark in there?
Yeah.
So they have like a nightclub.
Oh, I do love nightclubs. The music playing.
I guess you could call it that. It's a club it carries in the dark. I would call it a dark club, but
Very good.
Cool. All right.
anyway, so every day when we want to go mining, we have to send some guards in to kill whatever thing is in the mine that day. We don't know where they come from, to
Are
be
they
honest.
always hostile?
Most of the time.
Is there any other monsters or things that you've seen in the mines, or has it just been those?
Oh, I don't go in the mines.
No, but I'm sure you've heard stories, correct?
Yeah, like the one big eye thing. Giant spiders.
Giant spiders.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god.
She's scratching.
So you've not explored then the full depths of the mines?
Well, I don't know. From what I understand, we've explored everything on one level. The part that collapsed is on the lower level of the mine.
How many levels are there that you know of?
2.
So an upper and a lower level.
Yeah. You got the entrance level and then the level below.
Understood.
And, maybe the weird stuff is crawling up from the lower level to the top level. That could be.
Seems
sense.
more plausible than it climbing down from the height of the mountain.
But it's collapsed, so I don't know how would they get through.
Well, if you said there's some big strong things down there that could move the stuff.
Or is it
True.
also only one passageway inside this mine?
There's one entrance, yeah.
Yes, but once you're inside of the mine, does it not branch
it-
out into some kind of web pattern?
Of course.
Then not all exits are accounted for.
Well, I suppose that could be true. Like I said, I haven't been in the mines myself, but
You said you send guards inside to clear it out?
and sometimes they don't come back. Yeah, often they don't come back.
Often help.
How often?
1 a week.
How many guards do you send in?
Usually like 3 to 4 at a time.
Every day?
Yeah.
So you're talking 21 to 28 guards and one or so does not come back.
Yeah.
That's
Do you
not-
get a lot of foot traffic through this town?
Not so much anymore. Well, maybe now that'll pick up, but not so much since the mist started.
How many citizens?
Yeah, what's the population of this town currently?
Dwindling.
Quite rapidly.
We
Between the
make
mist
guards,
and
we
the-
kill them. It's easy.
Between the mist, the Hydra, and the
Yeah,
right.
stuff in the mines. It's,
People are
Sacrifice
really...
towns.
Not a good place to
Yeah,
be.
you were talking earlier about it being hard to find a house. Look in this town.
Right, nothing but houses.
We got 50,000 people in Quevedo.
How many citizens were in Quevedo when you first started your reign?
More.
Significantly more.
I'm actually not sure. I don't know. I don't know who kept track of the numbers before that.
All
Okay.
right. So do you have some kind of guard who you consider a captain on these expeditions into the mines for the clearings? Is there one who typically does it? Perhaps that
Newmeyer?
stout?
May sound cynical, but no.
No?
how does
Why
this-
would that sound cynical?
in what way?
I
We did.
stopped seeing the point.
Do you not have a guard captain because you think you are the best? Is
No, but if we send a guard captain in, they generally are more likely to like sacrifice themselves so that way the other guys can get out. So then I would just send a guard captain in and he'd not come back out. I'd
So
hire another one, he'd go in, and the cycle would repeat. So now I just send
I think
four
you need to
guards.
hire a guard captain to
Oversee.
oversee
Who's
it and
keeping
come up with
track of
tactics.
all the information coming out of this mine.
Usually the guards that live.
They just like send you like a letter or
Yeah, they tell me like, hey, we fought a thing. They
So you're the sole carrier of all of the information coming out of this mine.
yeah.
So how do you pick the 4 guards per day?
This is
like
Like a
straws.
lottery?
I was so ready to have something that just is.
Drink best.
A fucking Sims character.
Smurf Neblin.
Is there anyone you trust in this city?
Myself?
Hierarchy of any sort.
Form, yeah.
Me?
Exclusively yourself.
So it goes me, guards, citizens.
Well, amongst
That's a-
the guards, how many guards are there?
Oh, I think now we've got 200, 250?
Who trains them?
What?
Are they?
Are
They're
they
not
all-
trained. These are just men and
My
women
Lord.
that you put a green breastplate on.
So this whole thing, if this was like you're like a one-headed Hydra then, huh?
Yeah. That's how I positioned myself.
That's
I alone control the city.
that's a bad
Well,
plan.
if we look
Archery,
to make some
archery.
more money-
Yes.
I'm
Have you ever trained anyone?
not.
Trained Flint. He answers commands, right?
Maybe worth offering your service.
Oh, I'm suddenly really hungry.
He's balancing like
I
a
would've
water
caught
ball.
Right?
I mean,
Hold it.
I don't mean to come off disrespectful, but I think your town could. There's room for improvement.
Yeah, there's always room for improvement.
I think,
At least
Not so
something.
cynical after all.
as a good leader, I think taking criticism is a important aspect to have.
Okay.
After we're done in the mines, perhaps all of us. Hello. All of us could discuss a possible new way of running the city. One that could maybe have more citizens surviving. The more citizens you have alive, the more money you could probably make by selling goods, having people work for you. You could probably,
Tourism.
yeah.
So let me get this straight. I offer you 2,400 gold
For the Hydra.
for the Hydra, some gems, for drain over my mind, one of those things, and he gestures at his carriage. And in return, you're going to remove me from leadership of this city.
That's not what she
Not
said.
what we said.
I think sending untrained citizens with a badge on their chest into the mines.
Well, like I said, they're good at controlling people, not fighting monsters.
Archrie, do you love your citizens and the town that you lead over?
Sure.
You got a lot of fucking monsters in this town to have a guard that's really bad at fighting monsters. I don't know if you're aware of that.
I mean, what is it about...
We've been here like 2 days and we've already come across 2 of them. And you have a mine full of them.
We may
It's a bad plan.
take care of your problem. What happens when we leave?
Well, hopefully, we're a little bit more called up and the guards can we'll start off on a good foot instead of on the back foot.
I
You
think
know what I
you need
mean?
to start that good foot now.
Yeah, that's why you guys are going to kill the monsters for me.
Archer, do you have any children that act as guards?
No?
Why not? Would you say it's because they're...
It's been a long winter.
Oh.
Would you say it's because...
Let's not unpack it. Just tie that gift.
I don't...
Put
Are
it
you
away.
insinuating you eat the children? Anyway. Would you say that you probably don't have children as guards because they're untrained, innocent people that wouldn't know what to do in those situations?
Generally weak.
Generally weak?
The reason that I don't have children as guards
You have
is
children?
I don't have children. Because generally, having a child involves somebody else. And I don't
I'm
know
not
if
asking you specifically.
I don't know if you've
your
noticed,
children are in
but
the
I am
guard.
a goblin in a human city.
Sir, this is not Plenty of
So
Fish.
generally-
I'm asking...
You got a lot of money, man.
Money don't buy not green skin.
Sir, I'm asking if there are children in the guard, not if you yourself has procreated children to put in the guard.
Why would I employ children?
Why would you not? Because they're weak? Because they are untrained? And because they're innocent people?
She
Like
makes a
the
good point
people
there.
in
Because
the...
they're children.
All of those things still apply.
Yeah, they do, but they're also still just children.
Right, but here's the
So-
I'm
thing.
not going to trust a 5-year-old to hold a sword.
Why not?
Because he doesn't have experience.
Neither
Right.
do your guards.
That's the point.
Your
You
guards are
They're
like
untrained.
children.
There's no set of rules or ranking to guard them against the foes that they're going against. You need some structure.
Nonsense.
You said that he had 4 people who carried him in here, right?
Uh-huh.
They're still in this room.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna stand up and go to punch one in the face.
Oh, can I try and stop him? Can I
I'm
try
going to
and
prove
stop
a
him?
point.
Fair. Okay. Yeah, make an attack roll.
That's a natural one.
You swing at me.
I like the way he's looking at me. He swings at a chair.
You swing and the guard just kind of...
They seem pretty trained.
And Archrie goes, yeah, see? He did fine. Your friend's huge. And
Problem
he just swung
solved,
at my
Blake.
guard, and my guard just...
Yeah, I'm gonna look over at this guard. You there? What's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
I gave a name on it.
Nubbling.
Larman Greenwood.
Asparagus tendergrass. Asparagus, is that you?
Fromin.
Yeah, from in Little River.
Fromin Little River. That's my name.
I do actually have that
fine.
written down.
Wait, there's...
What?
We have a captain. We have the name of a captain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Captain
Stout
Meyer.
Mallow. Well, we also have the Illustra Stout Hollow. Yeah, Stout Hollow was the person that supposedly is trusted with doing the shift orders.
So, Fromin is it?
Ramen noodle.
Fromin, yeah.
Yeah. So, he's obviously pointed out that you don't have like a leader, somebody that trains you.
I mean,
You appear to be mostly trained, somewhat.
sure.
Can dodge a punch.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have like a program for new guards where you walk them through things, or do you just like give them a badge and throw them out on the street?
I mean, we tell them some stuff, like, your job is really to protect the businesses more than anything else.
There's not like a pamphlet, nothing.
I mean, we give them an informal training. We take them on patrols, walk them around, show them what's
That
what.
sounds like fucking training.
I think maybe I
Who
can fight these guards.
coordinates that?
Yeah.
The
We
Go
business,
just-
ahead.
That
they
sounds-
protect the business,
Punch
you say?
them.
We don't really coordinate it. You just kind of pick a guy and then walk around with him for a day.
Okay.
Sounds like a date.
Sorta, yeah.
Change numbers at the end.
Yeah, right. Yeah, a little goodbye kiss, and make sure you call.
I don't want to be here
Have your
anymore.
guards ever sparred?
Sure they spar with one another.
Would they like to try sparring with us? Because I'd love to teach them a lesson.
Yeah, we could just set up like a training program, Mr.
I am-
Archrie, in exchange for some sort of additional compensation, because
Oh.
this is a problem.
Would you make me a guard?
Do you want to be a guard?
Sure.
Then yeah, you're a guard.
That's your
terrible.
problem.
Terrible.
I'm wearing a sweater.
You wouldn't make a child a guard, and you shouldn't have your guards fighting monsters that they're not equipped for. You live in a...
Someone's gotta fight
There's
the
monsters in the trees, man. They're everywhere.
There's monsters in the trees.
Someone's gotta fight the monsters.
Yeah, that's why you train the guards on how to fight the monsters. You have to hire someone that has fought monsters to train your guards to protect your citizens.
Are you guys offering to train my guards?
For money, sure.
Okay, I think we can work that out.
Goodness
What the
gracious.
fuck did I just say? Oh, Lord.
We got.
Sorry,
we got
Minerva,
there.
he really
No,
wasn't.
you did
he
a
wasn't. He
fantastic
wasn't
job.
getting it.
He said it louder.
It's the lower tones, the goblin ears.
I think we've all
Easy
said
to
it at
hear.
least once.
Yeah.
Except maybe Stalk. He didn't have to say it.
He looked
His
at me. He's like, "Hey, look
eyes
at this guy
said-
saying."
He lives it.
His eyes were saying everything
Yeah.
we needed to.
So anyway,
All right, so you have the mines. Your guards need to be trained. You need us to kill a Hydra. These are many jobs.
yeah,
We've agreed on terms for exclusively the Hydra.
right.
We now need to agree on terms for the mines
Okay.
and agree on terms for the training of your men.
Yeah.
Did more men come with him? Or was it just the people carrying him?
Just before they carried him.
Nobody stepped outside to like guard the doors to make sure nobody was coming in or anything?
The one guy put a chair in front of the door, I think, and locked it, yeah.
The bartender went outside, right?
He went to go look for ants. That's correct.
Mm-hmm. And bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You also offered us this building,
Yeah.
indicating to us that you own this building. Do you own other buildings in town?
Well, I don't own it.
You would have just killed him and given us his building.
Yeah.
You guys can continue to discuss your whichever you're discussing. I'm gonna step outside and try and find dude that's looking for ants.
Okay.
Find the Ant-Man.
Yeah, I'm finding the Ant-Man.
You walk out the back door and start looking for fucking Darren.
Yep.
Darren's out there with a magnifying glass.
I make so much money off these dumb things. All right. The mines are difficult for us to negotiate because we do not know the lengths to which it will take us. You clear the mines each day. What do you pay the 4 guards that you send in?
50 gold pop.
50 gold each. And you said one of them typically does not return,
Right.
but they only clear up to. You have miners that go in, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Very good.
Don't send children in.
Yeah, we don't send children in. Only miners.
Only minors.
And you harvest the ores that are inside of these mines.
Right.
And then at the end of the day, the shifts conclude, everyone leaves. And then in the next morning, guards go in, and there are new monsters.
Right.
You're clearing out the same hoveled vein, correct? Inside.
Same level. Yeah.
So you're attempting to hovel out a level to mine these things.
Right.
Are they typically in one area? Or do they branch out and go to different areas?
Yeah.
I'm
all right.
trying to establish whether or not these monsters are simply in one area or whether or not there are multiple areas that we need to be concerned about. Let me consult my map.
There was a part of me that went, oh, that's right. I tucked it back here in the back folder. Oh shit, it's not there. I forgot it.
It's with the Hydra now.
It's with the Hydra now.
In the arms.
Of a Hydra.
Ooh.
Yeah. Alright, so when you enter the mine, right? This is what the guards told me, and the miners have told me. There's one long, straight hallway.
Understood.
As soon as you walk in.
That makes sense.
Apparently, all the monsters can be found at the far end of that hallway.
All right.
Usually, if they manage to come much closer to the door, they're a little bit easier to kill. They're a little less intelligent. They move closer to the light. We can see them better. They're easier to kill.
They hide in the dark.
Yes.
Understood. And the entrance to the lower level, where in that long hallway is it?
Oh, it's actually connected to the entrance. So you walk in, and then you can go to your left, go down to the lower level, or go straight to the
Understood.
same level.
I have a follow-up question about this mine. How long have you been mining in the mine?
Mind your own damn business.
Ooh.
Well, at least as long as I've been in power. The miners were here before I got here.
Sure. Do the ores regenerate, or have they just been going straight for 50 years?
Oh, there's a lot of ore in there. And usually if we run out of any on one level, we go down to the next one. That's why we're on the second level.
Any other intelligent being would have collapsed the mine and started over in a newer spot. What's so special about this particular mine?
It's close.
Holes can be dug in other places. I don't know if you know how
Yeah,
mining works.
why would I when I can just keep going down?
Is there anything special about what's inside of this mine that you're after?
The
Or
ore?
just that it's convenient?
The ore?
Oh.
New plan.
One day I'll
We
create
dig a
an
new
NPC
mine.
that you guys actually like. One day.
We dig a new mine.
I don't know, dude. Talaberry Fleep do.
Calibrate Fleet do.
Selm.
We like Kesgrim.
Right?
Yeah, you
I
could
did
have
like
Selma
Hesper,
Bill
that's
on.
right.
Yeah, Urgava was good.
Yeah. Did I ever
Find.
find Ant-Man?
Yeah, sure, you found Ant-Man.
Okay.
You'd be right outside, flipping over logs or something.
So I'm assuming he's crouched down looking at stuff. I want to also.
Why is everyone laughing?
No ants here.
That's what you do when you look for bugs.
I want to kneel down beside him and Darren, right?
Oh, yeah?
I put my hand out. I don't know if I've formally introduced myself. My name's Minerva.
Hello?
Do you need some help?
No, I'm good. Thank you, though. I like picking for ants.
Very well.
Does this not scare the shit out of him too? Because he's really focused on the ants. She came out of nowhere.
No, she didn't. She's a paladin.
You're too as soon as I walked out the door. Darren, how long have you lived here?
Oh, God. How old am I now?
Just hit him with a crisis.
Oh, fuck my life. I've wasted it. Picking ants.
How long have I searched for ants?
Left the oven on 15 years ago!
Oh, I didn't give him... 30 years.
Have you lived here your whole life?
Yeah.
Is your family from here as well?
Oh, I didn't know my dad, but... my mom, yeah, I think she's from here.
How do you like it here? Do you like it here?
I made a lot of money for a while off, people not being able to go outside at night. They'd come...
Sure.
But,
Money's nice, but I mean...
I'm really profited off of all the murders. How do you like it here?
love Marshall.
Murder's profitable.
I think there's a clear distinction between the good guys and the bad guys here.
Yeah.
No, I can understand, making a profit is absolutely important. How do you feel you're treated as a business owner here?
Mr. Archrie protects my shop. Anyone gets out of hand, the guards come in and quickly remove them. It's not bad.
And they slap fight out in the parking lot.
No, they just toss them out in the dark. And,
Do you have any friends from this area?
yeah, of course I got friends.
And do you feel like there's...
You better inside check that right now.
I got tons of friends. They go to different schools. You never met them.
You would know.
My girlfriend's there too. She's from Canada.
I'm sorry, I'm new to Orvigo and I'm still trying to figure out the areas. I don't know. I don't know if I like Mr. Archrie.
It's fine. I understand he can be a bit abrasive.
I think callous is the word I was looking for.
Callous, abrasive, it's the same thing. You get calluses from abrasions.
Fair, I guess, maybe. I don't think I've ever gotten a brief. Anyway, do you think you could be happier?
What?
I like where this is going.
Not getting on, Darren. Do you think...
I need you to be brave for me.
hands, boy.
You gotta be brave for me.
In the area that I was from before coming to Orvigo...
For Broxy.
Correct. Well, I don't think everything there was perfect. I mean, hence why I'm here. There was a different set of rules, a different chain of command, a different way of doing things. And I can't help thinking it could be better down here.
Well, I mean, for one, there's no, like, kingdom for Orvigo.
Correct.
We're all independent cities.
Correct.
Are you suggesting we all form into one kingdom?
Not necessarily. More so that the people that act as leaders do a better job, step up and be better leaders. Did you have any friends that were guards? Were guards?
I mean, I got friendly with them. I wouldn't say they were friends, but...
Have you known anybody that has died as a
He
guard?
just picked me up and took me for a walk.
Yeah, we got friendly from time to time.
They went to a different school, you didn't know.
Biblically.
Real handsy.
I mean, it seems like a lot of guards have been dying recently. Did you know any of them personally?
I knew their names, and, I knew who they were, of course.
Were they bad people?
Oh, how do you define a bad person?
It's very
They protected
difficult.
my shop. They didn't really, beat people up too often, unless, of course, they came into my shop, and then...
Would you say...
Most of the time, they just kind of walked around and looked big and scary.
Do you think that these guards that, at least in my experience, are untrained, deserve their lives to be sacrificed as often as they have been?
I mean, they kind of know what they're signing on for.
Correct.
It's not like he goes through and picks people out of a crowd and says, "You're a guard now, go in that mine." No, they go to Mr. Archrie and they say, "Hey, I'd like to be a guard in exchange for payment." He's always got a need for guards, so he hires them, pays them, and then...
You're a shop owner. Real piece of shit. No, just kidding.
Got him.
Yes, clearly I do own a shop, yes.
Why did you become a shop owner?
Yeah.
Because people needed a place to sleep, and I wanted money.
Did you? Is that the only reasons you
She's
didn't
going to take
enjoy
me.
the idea of owning a shop and having something that's yours and the thrill that comes with being an owner of something?
Well, part of it's just that it's not much work. People just hand me money to sleep in the building I own.
But you do understand that as a business owner, you do run the risk of, I don't know, arsons coming around and burning your shop down and you having nothing?
That's why we have the guard.
Right, but I mean, you still understand that being a shop owner, that is a threat that can happen. It's not impossible for that to happen,
I
correct?
guess, yeah.
So as a guard, while they understand the risks, that still does not necessarily warrant them risking their lives. Would you agree? That even though they know that the risk of death is there, that does not necessarily mean they deserve to die.
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Which is why I think that... I don't know. I think that things could be done better. And I just wanted to get the inside.
So you think the guards should be able to be guards without the risk of dying?
I think the risk of death should be minimalized when possible.
No, it's what we strive for in everything, I imagine. No one puts... I guess there are some people that put themselves in harm's way, but...
I
I
don't
know what you're
think...
talking about.
Yeah.
I feel really attacked right
We
now.
strive for nobody dying. Yeah, if they do something on burn, just throw them out in the fog. Fuck them.
Well,
We're not trying to call anybody out. We're not trying to flame anybody. It's alright.
Lightning.
I don't understand how... I'm sure it could be better. All things could be better, but...
All problems can be solved by kissing him.
Oh.
I'm sure things could be better.
Darren, I guess what I'm trying to say is I see the potential in this city, And I think the complacency is getting the best of it. I think people don't know what to do without having Archrie as a leader, so they think that Archrie being the leader is the best option they have.
I mean, sure. People know Archrie is the leader, obviously, but I wouldn't say he necessarily has that role in the city. Most people look to the guard as their protectors. Like, they I guess, view the guard more as the leaders than Mr. Archrie. Of course, Mr. Archrie leads the guard, but...
Do you understand the problem with this, though? The guards are untrained, and Mr. Archrie seems complacent with his guards dying. They don't...
I mean, if you can have a problem with that, that's fine, but I made my money one way or another. How Mr. Archrie chooses to hire his guards is really none of my business.
Very well. Thanks for talking to me, Darren.
Sure.
And I go back into the...
As to the mines,
Yeah.
for the first floor, 50 gold per guard per day.
Right.
So, 4 guards, 200 gold a day.
Correct.
Okay. However, these mines continue to replenish their sources of monsters.
Mm-hmm.
We'll leave your guards to the first floor. We'll go down to the lower floor. We will start to explore there and attempt to find whatever entrance there is that exists that these creatures are crawling out from. We also heard story of some horrifying shriek that... I forget what guard it was that told us that. Do you guys remember? Somebody told us about the story for them breaking through the one area and the weird pallid monster that screeched
Right.
in a horrifying way.
I can't remember what guard that was.
Neither can I, but
Freeman or Alestra Stout Hollow or
Captain Newmeyer.
Captain Newmeyer.
somebody. I'm
Talent
just
for-
gonna tell them that
talent
story
for
about the
future.
thing. We're gonna find that and we'll kill that for you.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yes. A price for that can be negotiated.
It's the quest. Yeah.
None of your men have encountered that creature, and since the initial sighting, though, correct? As far as we've been told?
Yeah, not that I'm aware. They collapsed that part of the tunnel.
And there's valuable ore down there, right?
Indeed.
Does the ore get more valuable the lower you go? Does it become more scarce or rare, or do you find a different ore?
Usually find a different ore, sometimes different gems, too.
Yes. So it would be beneficial to you to have the lower floors safely cleared,
Of course.
and ideally as well be able to provide continuous safety for the first floor without the need for daily guard routines.
Right.
Very good.
Save you money in the long run.
Correct.
Yeah.
Points in the back end.
Points on the back end.
Points on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that your guards have made it to the ends of these mines, to the first floor of these mines? You say that's where the
That's where they
until we
collapse.
dig more
Creatures.
tunnels. Yeah.
come from. Have you ever rid the mines completely of the creatures and explored the entirety of the upper portion?
Yeah.
And you're sure that's not where the creatures are originating from?
They could be coming from the lower level. My guards told me there's also a hole pretty deep back in the mine.
On the first floor or the second?
First floor. The hole just really deep and dark, and they don't know what's at the bottom.
Which guard gave you this information?
Oh, what was his name?
Freeman Little River.
It was Man Quicklaw.
Man?
You sure about that?
Nope.
You want to try again?
Hugh.
No, I'm gonna
Hugh
fix that
Man.
right now.
Man Quicklaw.
It's a pretty good name for a lawman.
Yeah, honestly.
My lawyer.
He's also
Man
pretty
Quick
quick.
Yeah, it's call
like
me
a
Quick Law.
cowboy.
Man, Quick Law.
It sounds like a
That's
like
a sheriff.
or like one of those shitty commercials, like call 1-800-MAN-QUICK-LAW. Like,
Yeah, it's the offshoot of Saul Goodman.
right.
Did your
yeah.
ex-husband steal your car? Call Man Quick Law.
That was Derek Blacklake.
All right.
That's a good name.
There you
Derek, spelled D-A.
Of course.
D.A.
God damn it.
D.A. Derek.
D-A-R-R-A-C-K.
Derek.
Don't say not
Oh,
Derek.
I'm
That's
sorry.
not
Not
Derek.
C-K, not C-K, just K.
That's
Darak.
not Derek.
That's
Darak.
Dwayne Darak.
I'm gonna say Derek. You guys can say whatever.
Oh, we've come into town looking for Darak.
Derek Blacklake is the one who told me that.
Derek Blacklake. Okay.
Blacklight spelled KB.
Where can we find him?
Oh, he's dead.
I wrote it in my notebook, man.
Did he fall into the endless hole?
I don't think he fell into the hole.
How did he tell you?
Did he
Ghost
die?
gave me
No,
a premonition.
about this. If
Probably
he's
he died
dead.
after.
He died after.
Of like old age?
No, he told me, and then went
Eaten
back
by a
into the
hydra.
mine the next day and got killed.
Great.
It was horrible. Certain death. I'll be right back.
I have to go now. I've died.
You will remember the name Darak.
It's not like we send 4 people in, they all die, we hire another 4.
Just
Are you
shove 4
sure?
more people
It
in.
sounds.
That's kind of what it sounds
At
like.
this point, the hole is probably filled with all the people in it.
We
We could
send
probably walk right down.
we send 4 in. If one dies, another guard usually volunteers to join the mine crew. They go in
It's a
and
high death rate. Why would they volunteer?
because it needs to be done, and it's a challenge. And if they do well, then they can
These
walk
are
around
some
town going, "I killed a big
gullible
thing."
guards.
I think
I think I want to
You
overthrow this
need-
town.
Listen, I tried that in Anaxi, and people were all, "No, John, don't overthrow towns. That's bad." And now we're in town number 3, and it's wham, bam, bam.
which of your guards has been in the mines most? Has made it out of the mines?
Darak.
And is alive. Let me just
Alive?
add on to that.
Oh, yeah, we actually have one guard who did exceptionally well in the mines.
Yes.
Well enough that he was able to retire.
Where is he?
Bottom of the
Is
lake.
he still?
Dead now.
We fed him to die.
Well, his name is Hydra. He lives in the lake.
That's him out there.
No, I think he still lives in town. His name's Kian Grimbold.
Ian?
Could you
How do you
spell
spell
that?
Kian?
Yes.
Please.
Because this game is not something any of us have ever won.
PHBR.
Kian.
Oh, okay.
Oh, a normal name.
Wait, what's the
All
last
right,
name?
last name.
Grimbold.
How do we spell that?
G-R-M. Sorry.
R.M. I used all the vowels in my first name. My father only gave me 2.
2 vowel letters.
He couldn't afford the remaining vowels. I'd like to buy a vowel, please.
Grimbold.
Holy shit.
The most normal name we've
We gotta
ever
become
encountered.
friends with
Yeah,
this
dude,
man
this guy's
immediately.
clearly a hero.
He's coming with us.
Right?
I gotta pee.
Can you spell that?
It's gonna be Y-I.
Alright. I know
So-
I said that overthrowing a city was bad.
I don't.
Coming around to it now.
However, Empress does have a good ring to it, I think.
I think restructuring is probably. Do you want to stay here? That it boils down to that. Do you intend to stay in this town? Because I know you have plans.
I mean, where do you want to live?
me,
Like, long term, where here do you want to live?
not here.
Yeah, we've found 3 cities so far. No to all 3 or yes to any of them?
I'm not staying.
I got
She's gonna make it the library.
Trying to go home?
I'm trying to go home.
necessarily want to live in one region. I would like to
Take them all.
oversee all of them.
Kind of
appoint-
overseer.
Appoint leaders for each region.
I am the Senate.
Bow down to your queen.
Unlimited
I would personally.
Oh my god, that was really good.
I've been doing it all week. I got the holocron.
It's all John and I do on Discord.
Oh my god. Yeah, dude, it tilts
nothing else.
everyone off the planet. Now.
It's nothing else.
Best character.
It's truly nothing else.
Ideally, I would like to oversee everything and appoint leaders to each region that I see fit for each region.
Makes sense.
Not necessarily just me.
Sure.
I would not mind a council to help.
Sure.
You want to make like a United
cannot.
Nations?
Essentially, I don't want to keep seeing innocent people be murdered for no goddamn reason.
Are you planning on staying in Orvigo?
No.
Because you kind of have to for that.
You
to
kind of
happen.
have to.
Oh, you could put Flint and I in charge.
Yeah,
I
because
don't think that we
as
should
a
Put that on the
dwarf-
back burner.
As a dwarf, this city pisses me off a lot.
If I cannot leave, and I'm forced to stay down here, which seems to be a possibility, it's the only way I think I'm going to get through this.
We took a timeout for Mr. Archrie to privately discuss things, just as an
Yeah,
Yeah,
We're not
Say
saying
it for
these
Archrie.
things in front of him. All right, so
What do
we
you
have
think?
to figure out how we're overthrowing this and implementing a better government. You shut up.
Be quiet.
Because that guy's bad at his job.
Yeah, right.
Not you. The other guy.
Yeah, the
Archie
other
fucking
Archrie goblin.
I think this Kian Grimbold is the possibly the new head of the mining guards. The one person who seems to actually make it out of these mines alive.
I would have more faith in this Kian person than I would this archery goblin. I
don't care if he runs the city or not. I think he just needs people who actually know what they're doing their jobs.
Yeah.
One person cannot be in charge of every aspect of this city.
there needs to
Way
be,
too many people.
there just needs to be a new method
Especially
of governing.
one man who half the city has never seen before.
I don't understand the respect for him.
Money talks.
But money doesn't go with you when you die and everyone's dying. I just don't.
People are greedy.
Well, they also might have families that they're leaving behind a significant amount of coinage to.
Yes.
But why not be able to experience that coinage with their families? I just don't
Where
understand
else are
the
they going to get it? There doesn't seem to be a lot of opportunity for
Well, there
growth.
also doesn't seem to be really anybody in here that's military-minded. There's nobody that's fighting the Hydra. There is nobody willing to fight the Mist. It feels as though these are people who don't have anybody with any military expertise to be able to teach them.
Yes.
I think that that's where our offer, again, in the same way for the Hydra, we are the exclusive people capable of performing such tasks.
It seems everybody in this town is just gluttonous and not willing to do anything.
Yes.
Yes.
So, I have no problem with
Training.
fixing all of the problems of this town, just like we did with Ninaxi, but, again, adequate payment is all that Flint and I require.
That's what I'm looking for.
Speaking of payment, we wanted that litter, right? And I'm going to point at that one, not a
Oh,
litter.
yes.
That,
Yes.
Yes,
I think it was
absolutely.
I
that.
think he's confused.
Yes, we're taking his. He's
Yeah,
welcome.
I can cast it. I can cast invisibility on him, and he can walk. I want that one.
Yes, I could just rip the life right out of him.
It's true.
Just-
I killed 3 of his family.
True.
Just make it like a delicious sauce. Just
Yeah,
let's wring him out.
just like Grandma used to.
Yeah, I'm
Just
An
like
old
Grandma.
goblin pesto.
Yeah, the payment is not as important to
The
myself.
goblin ghoul.
The goblin ghoul. Oh,
Where's the goblin ghoul?
Real quick, while y'all are, look at these packages. They're D4s.
Yeah,
What kind of damage do you take from them?
1d4.
really
probably.
bad.
Really bad.
Yeah, dude, for real, worse than the regular piercing.
Really bad.
Just pierces the soul and the stomach lining
Ugh.
at the same time.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's becoming more and more difficult for me to control my anger about the things going on in this town, the injustices,
Oh, yes,
if you
the
would.
people seem very heartless.
Yeah.
And
Most of the citizens seem comfortable.
has it been forced
It's-
complacency, though, if they don't know any different? If this is all they know?
That's true. There are big walls and a gate.
And some of
Yeah,
these
I think
families
they're-
have been started down here.
Sure.
They don't know anything else.
That's all they know.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the children?
Where are the children?
There's no children. Everyone's
somebody
30.
with the children.
I don't.
Now that you
I don't
mention,
want to know.
I don't think we've seen many children.
Or
One.
even
We've
teenagers.
seen one.
Are we like,
This is Florida. We're in a giant nursing home.
where's my water?
We're gonna get to a city and it's just gonna be all children.
All children all the
All
time.
hot ones?
Just casually popping them.
Oh,
This is barf.
Grass clippings.
Yes. I don't know what else anyone actually wants in terms of negotiation for the payment for the lower level of the mines. We obviously already have at least a substantial amount of gold coming to us.
I think the pay that the guards get plus a fee for our expertise
For
Killing.
the mines.
you want 200 gold plus what fee do you have in mind for going into a lower level that the guards do not go into
Yeah, he's burning
and
that
killing
much
a
weight.
monster that the other individuals fled from?
Yeah,
What
he's-
fee seems right in your mind?
Oversight of the guards. I want to be able to decide who oversees the guards. I don't want Archrie doing this.
That does nothing for Flint and I.
Yeah, we're gonna need some.
I
If
also-
that is what you request, you can absolutely request a definitively different payment.
I
What
would like
do
more-
you want?
So we have.
Books.
So they're given. I would love books, but I do
But you
need.
do have a museum.
Yes, I've already offered one piece from the museum.
I need money for spell scrolls.
So more gold.
I do need more gold. Yes.
I mean, more gold's good. You could also ask him to. I mean, clearly he has money and resources. You
they
could
don't
have him
have any
import.
magic shops.
You could have
here.
him import something.
Mm,
Could be ready by
They
the
do
time
have a
we
trade,
return.
yeah.
If he has trade routes with other people, you
Well,
could.
the one guy legitimately has a trade route with an agreement with Jawara.
Right.
If you need something from Jawara specifically, it can be done and negotiated through that. But what do you need?
Need.
Money.
And as for Stalk and Krama, what do either of you want? I do not want to again negotiate on the behalf of all of us without a knowledge of what you want.
There's not much that I'm looking for in this city. I just wish to leave it in better standing than when we found it. Truly, with the option of the taking whatever I want from the mine would be helpful.
Gems?
There are gems that I'm after, yes.
Right.
Ultimately, I just wish to continue on and find a nice, quiet place to live out the rest of my life. It's not here.
No, this town is a good place to use, but not a good place to stay. Stalk, what would you like?
Oh, a shrug. This one's still searching.
Do you like something from the museum?
Maybe.
All right. I could attempt to see whether or not there are additional pieces that are not on display in the museum. Whether or not Mr. Archrie as well has more personal trinkets that he may keep at home. If the ones that are in the museum are the ones that are on display, he might have a more intimate personal collection. Perhaps of some...
Welcome to my red room.
All right.
We could also ask for a percentage of the ores from the mines. I'd like to figure out what the fuck is going on in there because,
Sure, a
there's
stake in
something-
ownership.
yeah, something is wrong with. They've been mining there for that many years and they've only gone through 2 levels. There are some serious inefficiencies there that I'd like to fix.
All right, Flint, contemplate this with me then. We know the individual in here who has the stake claimed with Jawara for giving her the gemstones. That man seemed quite decent to you as well, yes?
Yes.
If he is the one who is receiving the gems, we do not need to necessarily worry about whether or not he is receiving totality. If he is the one that we trust, we don't need to trust the miners.
Right.
We trust the recipient.
Yes.
Very good.
We get a percentage from him negotiated.
Correct.
Through
We
Archrie.
negotiate directly with him
Sure.
as opposed to Archrie.
Sure.
We're gonna Tuco this motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah,
It worked out for Jesse in the end, right?
It's fine. I mean, he got away.
Oh, it'll be you in the hole.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right. So we negotiate with him a portion of the claim. We do not factor that into the negotiations with Archrie.
Sure.
With Archrie, we care about financial stability for Chessa, for you and I. Stalk, we continue to see whether or not there are any pieces of museum or other personal effects that Mr. Archrie has that are in his possession that are valuable or eccentric to Stalk's taste. Crom, if we're looking for a home for you eventually somewhere, I think gold would suffice for now to be able to provide you a chance in future to find that home.
Home could be found anywhere, really. It's more or less about the travel, I suppose.
Very
And
good.
in order to travel, we do need gold.
Yes.
What about like a carriage?
Could transform into a horse, pull us around. It was an option.
Nay.
Very good. And you want oversight of the guards for the selections?
Correct.
For
I-
entirety of their functions, or exclusively the mines, or
I would like to be able to train and assign who will be overseeing the guards.
training? Though is something I think we should still negotiate value for us. I think giving you oversight for guards for placement is something that you can receive as a reward. But again, training of them is something that we all could contribute towards,
Very well.
and again receive additional payment. That is another opportunity for us with a percentage.
Yes.
I think that's a good call then, yeah. I'd
Yeah.
like oversight.
The ideal situation is persistent coin.
Yes, and we can talk the percentage with the other man, but I do still want to make sure that he'll give us oversight of what's going on in the mine to some degree, so that way better efficiency means more gems.
Yes, absolutely. And that can be something that we, again, demonstrate as a capacity that we can perform
Sure, absolutely.
and be compensated for it. So we work, get paid for the work, and then as well get a cut for the work.
Right, that makes sense.
Yes, we're double dipping, Flint.
Yes. It's fine.
I'm a savage. Don't blame me for it.
It's more of an exclusive contract than
See? She's on board! Yeah, so I mean, after our private discussion, he's, obviously still comfortable sitting here, just waiting for us to conclude.
I imagine you guys would have stepped into another part of the room.
Yeah,
and
literally anything. Yeah, we would have we're all
We just keep looking at him.
I would have had my water dancing to keep them occupied.
Yes, so we had our discussion to better understand the things that we want as a request for our work.
Sure.
Lower level of the mines to be explored.
Mm-hmm.
We would need an upfront fee for our payment.
Okay.
As for what we're capable of doing down there, we would assure you, to whatever level we are capable of attaining safety for your miners, so this way they're able to better scour for valuable gems and other ores. We'll need the upfront payment, and then Flint and I would like to have some sense of oversight into their directions inside of the mines. There might be ores or gems that we specifically require. We would like to be able to make requests if we need those mined.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. You could just run it through me, what you're looking for, and then I'll have the
Absolutely.
miners pull it out for you.
Very good. We would also require additional things for this. This monster that you've discussed with us seems quite wretched.
Mm-hmm.
Difficult to fight in the dark, not something that your untrained men would remotely be capable of performing.
Right.
In terms of the upfront payment, that value can be determined after you determine a value for the things that we need here for our other friends. The assumption of gold for Flint, Mr. Stock, Mr. Crom, and I. Chessa, as well, has the request of gold as payment.
Okay.
However, Minerva has requested that she be given oversight on the selection of guards that you employ here in Cavego to ensure that the right people are being chosen for the duty, not simply just able-bodied volunteers who might be walking towards their death.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that.
Why?
See, the guard answered to me,
They would still answer to you?
but she would choose who is placed on my guard.
Not necessarily who's placed, just to
Consult.
ensure that they have the proper training to do so.
So you just want to train them.
I want to oversee who trains them.
A preliminary to becoming
You
a
just
guard.
want to pick the person that trains the guards.
I would like to instill guidelines
Okay.
for men to become guards that includes choosing who trains them, the training they go through, and things of that nature.
Sure. Yeah, if you'd like to submit a training regimen, that's fine.
Very good. That is the payment for us for the mines. Now, based on these factors for the potential, we would also like to request if there are any other valuables that my friends might have a bit of a more unique taste for, things that are eccentric that may not be held in your museum for public display. Certain rarer artifacts that you may keep at your home. We've been inside the museum, and the one piece from the contract with the Hydra feels sufficient for their artisanal collections. Do you have other artifacts at your home?
Maybe not physical artifacts, you see. Of course, I do have some, but I think what I can most offer you is knowledge. You see, I've learned a lot about Orvigo since rising to this position in Cavego. Any interesting finds in this area, at least, are usually brought to me.
That knowledge was part of our prior negotiations, was it not?
The knowledge about the guys in the masks, yes.
You have other information about Orvigo?
Of course.
In lieu of gold, I would not mind that information.
Well, you're not. Everyone's getting gold, but you mean in lieu of the guard?
No,
duties?
in lieu of me getting gold.
That's between you and your friends. I'm paying the gold for your party to go in, not you specifically.
Regardless, I would like that information.
Okay.
Is that part of the deal?
So you're adding that on as well, then? Is the
Or
information...
you're offering, correct?
In lieu of the artifacts, yes.
Fine. Information, oversight and selection of regiment for the guards. Instead of gold, information. But the information needs to be valuable to an extent that equals or exceeds the gold that is promised to us for the Hydra.
It'll be information that can lead you to amassing that level of wealth, of course.
I find that quite acceptable. Do you all?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Now, Minerva, do you have a recommendation for the individual who would train the guard? Or do you think that that is better for you to mull over and decide after we settle these intriguing elements inside the mines?
I think perhaps meeting.
Yeah, let's do it afterwards. I'd like to meet the guards, possibly give some training lessons, just something to give them some kind of skill that they can then pass that information on to their subordinates.
Preferably guards that haven't died in the line of duty.
Yes.
And you know what?
Somebody who's retired out.
If you train a guard, you might be able to use one of them to help you fight the Hydra, too.
No.
No.
No?
No, I will not split our payment.
No, you wouldn't have to split your payment. They would just have him help you. They answer to me. I'm paying you. I pay him for being a guard already. I wouldn't...
It's an unnecessary risk on a human that has not...
Done anything wrong, which
Yes.
is why I'm stepping in this place. I appreciate the offer. It's something we can consider when we come back from the caverns.
Yeah, I mean,
I would ask that you pay him the 400 gold that you're paying us.
for the
Not a daily guard salary. If he is to contribute on equal footing as us, he would receive the equal pay.
So, I'd give him the 400 gold?
Yes.
Mhm.
I guess I could make that work.
Yeah, part of the
Not
crew.
make that information public.
Well, no, of course not. He would be murdered for it. I'm just kidding. Guards don't kill each other often.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get back to what we're
Yeah, but
here for.
let's cycle out of that conversation.
No, we're going-
Smoothing over that.
We're going into the mines.
Yes.
Very good.
And where should we meet you to collect our payment?
Meet me back here.
Do you know where we can find Kian?
Shit, I don't think I've logged in the incarnate. Oh, wait. I added the maps to my OneNote.
Mm-hmm.
Genius.
I'm doing the best at this.
Yeah, you'll find him actually pretty close to the entrance to the main gate. Big blue house, red shingles.
Blue house, red shingles.
You got it.
Blue house,
Very
red
good.
shingles.
Blue
This would be
flowers.
so much easier if I wasn't colorblind.
What?
Very good.
Shrek.
Shrek.
Donkey.
Blue tower, red one.
Very good.
Never mind.
Well, I suppose then we'll see you this evening. Say dinner time.
Sure.
No reason to have you wait and waste your whole day here when we're not sure how long we'll be.
Fair.
And if we're not back by dinner, perhaps tomorrow morning for breakfast, we might find that this takes us more than the remainder of our day.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
If we're not back in 2 days, send in 4 guards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Send in 5, so you get the full 4 back.
Good idea.
Good plan.
All right. Well, if that's all, see ya.
Yes.
Bye.
Take
he
care.
just kind of sits back in his thing and like closes the curtain.
Mm-hmm. What were we paid for the... It was 600 for the mist, correct?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah, 600 gold to kill the mist.
Okay.
And what was it, 100 each?
100
Mhm.
each. Gives us our payment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do we add that already, or is that...
I'm just asking because I did not.
Yeah, I didn't add it either.
Just wanted to make sure that we get it. Okay, so yeah. As long as he gives us our stuff and we get the 100 a pop, we're good.
Guards pick up his thing, the litter,
Pitter patter.
pitter patter.
Since he's short, does he need a litter ladder?
Oh, litter ladder. Litter ladder, let's get at her.
I'm on fire today.
Right? Soon. Light us up.
the guards pick up his litter and they carry him out the front door.
Very good. Yeah, I mean, we've eaten. We're good for the day as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
Yeah.
You all want to consult with this man first?
I think he probably has the most information to give.
Yes.
If we're expecting to walk in there and kind of know our way around it, it's probably best to talk to somebody who's been there before,
Very good. All right.
just as to not get lost.
Very good. I'm just going to go check on my statue. I'll be outside in a moment. I would like to make sure that it is still safe.
You need help?
No, I'm just going to give it a good pat on its many heads.
Understandable.
And get ready. See which one seems the most vulnerable.
Very good.
Head upstairs and make sure my statue's still there.
Yeah, it's still there.
Very good.
Looking Hydra-esque.
Very good. Alright, yeah, come back downstairs. Is Darren still outside picking ants? Very good. I'm gonna take a bottle of the whiskey.
Okay. Fair.
Light me up.
We're not doing that again.
That's what you think.
I'm gonna take a
I think
bottle
Minerva agrees.
of some like. I'm gonna try to
Sure.
find like very harsh, smelling,
Yeah.
Find harsh what?
like harsh smelling alcohol.
Okay. Yeah, you can find another bottle
Like
of whiskey.
cheaper
Or
stuff
real
that's
stinky.
really like.
Awful.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like pop the corks of some.
If you have
Like pure green vodka. Like
if you have nose hairs left after you sniff
Yeah.
it, it's not strong enough.
So 151.
In case we need a distraction, I can splash a little on myself and walk up to someone. I need them to smell it from a distance.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were
No,
going to
no,
make a
Round
move
two?
on them
no,
again.
No.
I know how you get some nights. You shave more than water, friend.
Lord!
Oh, my love.
I had another bad day,
My
Flint.
dear man.
So,
Let me
what's.
grab the oils.
So, what's the plan so far? We go to the caverns, defeat whatever's in the caves, come back, claim our reward. Hopefully, defeat the Hydra without losing anybody. And then what? Because
Then you get your selection over that. We make sure we have our contract negotiated with the blacksmith guy to be able to get the cut of the gems that he's sending to Jawara. Because by us clearing out the additional layer. So, I mean, realistically, we should stop and see that guy and negotiate that contract before we clear out the second layer.
Yep.
It's better for us with bargaining power to do that before it's actually already done. He has no reason to agree to us if it's already done.
Right.
Maybe able to see the some of the guards in action if we bring a party of them into the mines with us to defeat the higher level monsters.
Show them what real leadership looks like.
I mean,
What real
we're just
combat
going to
looks like.
we're just going to end up watching them die.
Yeah, they're gonna.
You're
or at
gonna
least one of them.
They're
Yes.
probably gonna get in the
I mean, we
way.
can do most of the work. I'm not saying we should put them in harm's way, but how are they supposed to know what combat looks like? For all we know, they're running in there and staring at these creatures. And
Well, if only one dies, it seems as though they're at least somewhat equipped. You spoke of a Cyclops earlier. If they're capable of killing something of that regard,
assuming these things are actually as dangerous as they claim them to be.
sure.
Pack of wolves, is dangerous to someone who's not a hunter, but
The guards don't know who we are. So if I insist that I train them or show them how to do whatever, who are they to agree or listen to what I say? If we
They're-
bring at least
Word
one,
of our deeds has spread from Nanaxi.
if we bring at least one guard with us that this Kian person can tell me he thinks would be a good leader, and they watch what we do, word spreads easily.
If Kian was able to survive being a guard to the point of retirement, I'd say he's a pretty damn good guard.
Right, but he's probably not in the right age and frame to be training, and
See after we meet him.
Because he's old doesn't mean he can't still tell you how to swing a sword.
even still, we might be able to convince one of the guards, or at least somebody who's at least at par with Kian, or somebody just below him, to come with, just to see what we can do.
after we meet with Kian, I think
After.
we should decide. I think too much information is going back to what's this guy's name?
Archrie?
Archery. To the point where there is, unless he's carefully recording everything, which I doubt he is, things are going to fall through the cracks.
He knows too much and cares very little.
We need one person to be the one who knows the information about the mines. One person to be the one who knows the information about the Hydra. He has too many guards who are directly below him, and those guards are not reporting to anybody.
And you saw the way that he shook with the idea of you choosing his guard instead of him. He's not very willing to give up any sort of power that he has over the city.
We need a spark to start the wildfire.
Mhm.
We need one person that's going to say, I agree, and convince the others. Sure, we can, intimidate them or tell them about what we've done,
DJ. Was Talifrey the blacksmith?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Very good.
but I think having at least a guard with us just to see what we do, I think would give us a
That's
huge-
fine.
Sorry, Talifrey is the jeweler / stone cutter.
Okay.
But, yeah.
That he's still the guy that we're working with.
Even if he serves no purpose other than an audience.
I think that's fine. I trust you all to make that decision when you meet with Kane. Flint,
Yes,
to Mr. Fleetdew,
indeed.
for us to cut our contract.
Onward.
Suppose we can find you all back at the entrance of the tavern, and then be prepared to go inside of the mines.
Very well.
Very good. To the stone cutter, my friend. Very good. You can resolve their stuff first with Kane. Oh, Talifrey.
I'm scared. Why'd you make that face?
Don't worry about it. So, you guys want to go talk to Kian?
Blue House, Red Roof.
Yep, near the entrance of Cabago. Yep. So you walk up. Door's locked, or shut rather.
It's a pull door.
Knock on the door.
After about a minute, door swings open. And, what did I say this dude's name was again?
Kian.
Kian, that's right. Kian.
Grimbold.
I forgot to write that down. Grimbold. So Kian walks to the door and swings it open. Hello. What can I do for you?
Mr. Grimble?
Yes, that's me.
Past Officer Grimbold?
Just Kean's fine.
No, that you used to be the guard.
Yeah, I used to be a guard. Yeah.
How old is, what does he look like? How old is he?
Sorry, you're right. I did kind of skip past that. So he's gonna be a dwarf man. Red hair, shaved close on the sides with like one central top piece pulled back into like a ponytail. Currently he'd be wearing like simple, fine clothes, not, extremely extravagant, but not rags either. He's got a tight red goatee. You can see he's probably about 50s, 60s.
Like, he looks that old, or you said he's a dwarf, right?
Yeah.
It's like a young man?
Like an older dwarf.
Like an older dwarf, okay.
Mr. Grimbold, we've heard you're one of the best when it comes to guards.
I was a guard for a long time. I was able to retire.
Most successful trips into the mines from what we've been told.
Yeah, most people go in, don't come out.
Mr. Archrie spoke very high of you.
I'm glad.
We ourselves are going to be going into the mines later today, possibly.
Good luck.
We were hoping to speak to you to better prepare ourselves.
Okay.
You have the time.
Sure. What can I do?
Any sort of insight that you might have as to how the mines might be set up, any ways that we might get lost along the way, any tale of the dangers that lie within?
It's kind of hard to get lost. There's one way in, one way out. All the corridors are pretty straight. So you enter, there's one main corridor.
Sorry, we've interrupted your nap, sir.
Yeah, you did. One main corridor goes down and that turns left. You enter into another room and you turn left. You enter into another room and then go straight again. And there's 2 rooms and then one off to the right. And it's the whole first level.
Have you descended to the second level at all in your travels?
Oh, a while ago. Yeah, to be honest, I can't really remember that too often. We didn't try to clear the lower level too much. We would just wait for the ship to rise to the top and then cut it off from there.
Hoping that eventually one day it'll stop.
Uh-huh. Whatever nest these hell things are coming out of would eventually close, or they'd get poured and stop coming up.
These hell things you speak of, what are they? How could you describe them?
They're always different. Sometimes they're like giant worms. Sometimes it's like a weird pudding.
Okay.
We've been told of one-eyed creatures as well.
Yeah, sure. I guess that could happen.
Do you have any idea as to what's going on down there? This seems a great spread of different things.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things we've seen down there. I got no idea what's going on down there. I just walk in, or I would walk in and kill the shit and leave. Get my gold and go home and do it again the next day.
You fight with a sword and shield?
My specialty was halberd.
Did you pull it out?
He's got one like sitting near the door. Halberd, yeah.
Significantly larger than him.
Where did you learn to fight?
Oh, well, originally I was in Fabroxy. I was cast down here long time ago. But in Fabroxy, I was a member of the guard there.
Your crime?
I'd rather not.
It's awfully personal. I mean, as somebody who's worked along with weapons and combat and things of that sort, would you say that the training for the guards here is probably not what it could be?
There's just no training. I mean, you buddy them up with somebody, you send them out. It's hard to train them because you never know what they're going to come across. You
Put a sword
either,
in their hand and hope for the best.
yeah, you're either a fighter or you're not. There's really
Is he just like standing in the doorway? Is like the door just open? Do I see any like pictures or anything on the walls in his house? Like portraits anywhere?
Yeah. Yeah, there'd be a portrait of like kids.
Your children.
What about them?
Don't mind me asking, how old are they?
Kind of none of your business.
Fair. Do you hope that they will be like their father and becoming guards in this area?
No,
Why?
because I put my duty in the mines so they wouldn't have to.
From what we heard, it can be perhaps not a death sentence, but a dangerous
For sure, yeah.
endeavor.
Yeah, the mines are very dangerous.
Would you want to see it become less dangerous?
Sure, I suppose. I don't know how you could, aside from just killing whatever climbs out of the lower level.
Mr. Grimbold, we negotiated with Archrie that if we make it out of these mines, that I will be in charge of oversight with training and better preparing the guards for their jobs.
Okay, it's kind of a waste of time.
Why do you think?
What are you training them for?
To not just be given a sword and run into nothing?
How many are you gonna train?
As many as I can. I was hoping I'd at least have your support in hopes to training some of these.
I mean, like I said, you are a fighter, you're not.
I think it's a little bit
Wouldn't it
more
be just
detailed than
easier
that.
to weed out the ones that are not?
or better
Yeah,
prepare
they
them.
weed themselves out.
So senselessly kill people who are unprepared,
We don't kill them. They choose to become a guard
and then are sent to death,
if they don't
full
fight.
well knowing that they are unprepared.
I wouldn't say they're unprepared.
You handed them a sword and sent them into the darkness. That's
Why not
unprepared.
better? Yeah, why not better prepare them, teach them, train them,
Or at
make
least
them
find
stronger,
people,
know how
and-
to defend themselves.
Is
find
either-
people and send them to jobs that are more fitting for them if being a guard is not cut out for them.
And they shouldn't ask to become guards.
Well, it's
That
obvious
seems-
that they're just in it for the money.
Yeah,
Is there no other commerce in the town?
of course there is. There's plenty of jobs they could choose to take. They choose to become guards.
Yeah, but
If you-
not everybody should be a guard, is what I'm saying.
It's probably true, but it's not my job to tell someone they can't be a guard if they want to be.
It's no one's job is the problem.
Right.
Mr. Grimbold, you were a soldier. Did you not have brothers in arms that you fought beside, even prior in Fabroxy?
Sure, of
Did you-
course.
I don't understand how you can be so callous.
They're
You
either-
sacrifice your life, you put your life on the line in hopes that the person next to you will save you. If things go awry, why would you not want your brother in arms to be as prepared as you are?
Well, of course, if I'm with someone and they need to be protected, I'm going to.
You wouldn't
But
wish
what
that
if
on
you need to be
those-
protected?
You
and
wouldn't want
you're
them
paired with
prepared?
somebody who's not a fighter.
Then that's unfortunate.
For both of you.
Why the complacency? Why not train them? Do you not wish to see this area become better?
Like I said, I believe you either are born a fighter or you're not.
I wasn't born a fighter.
Do you want to be a guard?
No, but she's become a better fighter with practice and training.
Yeah, I'm sure that's possible.
So is it possible, or are you just naturally born a fighter?
I think I'm a natural born fighter.
No, not you.
Specifically.
Not you. In general.
Oh, in general? Yeah, you're either born a fighter or you're not.
So she was not the best fighter when we got her.
Right, and then...
Survived this far.
Right. You put yourself in harm's way and improved. You're
Correct.
a fighter.
Not born as such, though.
No, you're born a fighter. If you choose to become a guard, you go in, you get killed, you clearly weren't a fighter. If you choose to become a guard, you go in, fight some shit and win, you become better.
Him right now. Does that make him a fighter?
I lived in a library
You're a fighter now.
Right?
before I made the fall.
You're a fighter,
Mhm.
Harry.
We've made it this far. I'm still alive.
Yeah, because you're a fighter.
I was not a fighter.
You might not have been by profession, but
Kean, are you a fighter?
yeah, of course.
Are you still a fighter?
I mean, if I had to.
Would you be willing to teach people how to become a fighter without putting them in a situation in which they would die?
How do you teach someone to be a fighter?
It's called
I can
boot
show
camp.
you.
It's called boot camp. It's
I
probably
can
what you
show
went through
you.
in for Broxy, my friend.
Oh, my hands are just sparking. I could show you. Would you like to learn?
I mean, I don't know how you teach someone that.
How did you learn?
You just were given a sword and one day you were the best?
I joined the guard and I went out on jobs.
You woke up just knowing how to work that halberd?
I mean,
You have no technique. You just swing and pray.
Nobody showed you
right.
the ropes.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill this man.
Burn his house.
Oh, I just might.
I think we should leave. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for your time.
Mr. Grimbold, I hope your house doesn't get struck by lightning. Good day, sir, and I walk away.
Okay. Close the door.
That did not go how I
I'm going to
expected
kill
it to.
everyone in this town. Everyone is going. Oh my lord.
It seems to be there's no sense of checks and balances in this town.
Why are we helping these people?
I don't think we should help these people.
No,
don't
I don't
wanna
want to
be-
help these people.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
I think I'm team fucking Hydra. I think I like the Hydra. I think I want to be partnered with the Hydra. He seems
Just
to
let
be
the
the only one
Hydra
making
flatten
sense.
out the thing. Then, if he flattens the city,
Natural selection. I
No,
love it.
If he flattens out the city, all the people are gone. Hydra has got nothing to eat. Hydra dies. Problem solved.
I want to save the innocent so bad. I understand that they only know what they know because they weren't taught anything else, but the lack of willing to learn what.
That man we talked to is.
I have not met one good person in this town.
Don't take it personally. He's a jaded old man.
He's forgotten his youth, it seems.
He's got a family. He's got children. He doesn't wish to see a better future for his children. What's
Do
the
you
point?
know if he has current children?
Regardless.
Maybe that sense of complacency could be that he has lost a loved one.
So he wishes that upon everybody else?
Maybe he's just done caring. Only we knew somebody who was like that.
No, I've lost too much and I will not settle. Everything I do is from what I've lost.
That can't be everyone's mindset, unfortunately.
I can't help those that don't want help.
Minerva, can you teach me how to fight?
I can absolutely teach you how to fight, yes.
Take a few levels in Paladin.
Alright.
I'm strong wizard.
Oh,
now.
I would love to teach you how to fight. Oh my lord, do I have a weapon that I could give you?
I have a knife.
All right,
What
do you guys?
A knife!
Anything else y'all want to do?
Yeah, I want to give her my
knife.
scimitar.
Now!
It's a little bigger than a knife. Can you hold this? Yeah, if you want to pause on us, just me trying to help her
I mean, you
learn
don't
how
have
to
to
fight.
teach me right now. My
That's
strength is -1. This
Fair.
is
Yeah,
this
no,
is
I
not gonna
will.
happen
I will
overnight.
absolutely teach you how to fight.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm good.
Is there anything else you
Throw this
guys
whole table.
need
God.
to do before I bring in Don and John?
Burn down Kian.
Stock, did you happen to see anything of interest in his house while we were talking?
I mean, would anything have jumped out?
I'll
Anything
say
that
that
seemed like out of place. Or
the halberd wasn't an awful looking halberd. It was a pretty nice looking one. I'll say the frames of the portraits looked a little bit finer. They weren't just, like raw wood, like kind of like what we have up here. Like they were stained and pretty.
Sure, but nothing like super out of.
Yeah, nothing like a gold ring like right in the middle.
He had a goblet that was just made of crystal.
Yeah.
You didn't have a terrarium full of lightning bugs.
We didn't see Stalk's eyes just turn into saucers.
Yeah, no, I would just shake my head no. Say it looked pretty modest.
All right, so I think that we've learned all we could from this man.
It seems.
If this conversation shakes anything loose for him over his time, then that'd be great, but it'd be hoping for a storm on a sunny day. It's just unlikely to happen.
Perhaps we'll find a
lightning storm.
promising member of the guard. Perhaps someone who's not a fighter who can become one.
Who wishes to become one, yes.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. I suppose we're going to start strolling down the street somberly.
Just pure rage.
Yeah, if you want to
My eyes are just burning fucking red.
swap out with Don and John,
No.
just let them know to come in. Dream's mine now. Birds aren't real.
What'd you do, DJ?
Right?
Things happened.
It happened.
I went to meet the man. They didn't like the man.
Okay.
Seems to be a recurring theme.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. Yeah, we're on our way to Talifrey Fleepdew.
Yep. Our Lord and Savior.
Yeah, right? The good man.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Yeah, so as soon as we arrive, we would just go inside.
Yeah.
Is he busy? Is there anybody in the shop?
He's just kind of standing behind his thing, like polishing a stone. Oh, hello.
Hi again, Mr. Fleetdew.
Hello.
Okay.
We were here to discuss business terms with you. We have a potential contract you might be interested in.
Okay.
We were hoping that, as we know that you are the stonecutter and jeweler, and supplier of our good friend back in Nanaxi, Jawara, of the gems that she uses, and you do make a good profit off this, yes?
Of course.
And the other stones that you do cut for separations for the ores?
Yeah.
You do that as well, correct?
Yeah, you mean separate the gems from the ore?
Correct, yes.
Stone cutting.
Sometimes.
Stone cutting.
Yeah.
Yes. Very good. Well, we are going to be exploring the mines from where you acquire your goods.
Okay.
We've heard, though, that there is trouble on the lower level,
Oh, yeah.
but that there are more precious gems down there.
You can be found down there, yeah. Sure.
Things that you would make more money off of.
Yeah. Sure.
And the mining process as it is now is fairly inefficient.
Correct, because they need to clear the mine each day.
Right.
We're attempting to seal off whatever it is that is permitting these other monsters access into the mines.
Ooh, that's a
Tall order, correct?
tall order. Yeah, it's a good idea.
And he's a no.
He said, "Oh shit, you're right."
Yep. Well, my good friend Flint and I would like to enter into a contract with you. Instead of having a payment from you up front for our work inside of the mines, which would feel unfair to you, as we obviously haven't done anything for you yet,
Yes.
upon successful clearing and attaining of security and safety inside of the mines, we'd simply like a small percentage of the new funds that you make from whatever mines you have access to in future.
Mm.
Your output will be increased. We're simply asking for a small part. You'll still be making more than you were making.
Yes. And we would only take a
Fair.
cut of the new things that you would find. No reason for us to dip into things that you already successfully have claimed.
Okay, how much would you want?
15%. Only of new things that you acquire.
Out of your entire business.
Correct.
I think 15% can be fair. I
Very
think we
good.
can make that work.
Very good. Thank you.
We'll simply need you to, as I assume you're already doing, keep a log of your sales.
Sure.
Yes. And we would only, stop in. We're busy people. We don't intend to stay in Quebec long. If we were going to be returning to Nanaxi, we would simply send letter to you, and when you send your gems and other things to Jawara for sale, we would simply request that our payment be sent as well in that shipment.
That's a good idea.
Or if we were coming to Quebec directly, we could simply stop in here and have a chat.
That's a good idea.
Are you much of a drinker, friend?
Oh, I partake sometimes, sure.
Very good. I'm going to pull out the whiskey. Consider it a thank you. And a good business contract.
Indeed.
I'm going to hold out my hand.
He shakes your hand. And little,
Pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Fleetdew.
do you
New
feel?
business.
Thank you very much.
He takes the bottle and just kind of like leans back for a second, just looks at it.
It's the good stuff, sir.
Yeah, indeed.
Yes, it is.
We treat our new business very seriously.
Yes,
That's clear. I appreciate it.
yes. We find that our reputation from Nanaxi has been well earned in making sure that people who sully business contracts get what they deserve, you know?
Sure.
Good. Have a wonderful afternoon, Mr. Fleetdew.
You as well.
We'll be
Thank
seeing
you.
you soon. Yeah.
You see he begins to like reach for a glass. And
Hmm? Very good. Yeah, we'll head out and go to meet the other people in front of the tavern.
I'll call them in.
Well, that was easy.
Yes. Yes, it was.
How can he say no to more money?
Exactly. He would be a fool to deny
Yes.
us. No one will deny us.
So how'd it go?
You see us storming down the street.
Yeah, my hands are just crackling. I'm like,
she's fuming.
just livid.
That well, huh?
Yeah.
I've never seen her so excited.
Kian is a dead end.
He's a nightmare.
A dead
He
end?
might be a literal dead end if I get my hands on him.
You can calm
what's
yourself
the
now.
problem?
Kian is a very old, jaded man who believes that no one can be taught something, they have to be born it.
It's not even that
You
old.
can be born a fighter, or you cannot. And that is it. And he has his own family that he does not want to see anything better happen to them. He does not.
He doesn't particularly care about the system that they are using currently for the guards.
He was a guard in Fabroxy
He's not
and
from
was
here.
trained in Fabroxy.
Interesting.
Knowing how the Brothers in Arms things work, how you have to look out for one another, the training that goes into it, does not think training would make a difference one way or another.
He
with
doesn't
nothing
want
there.
that for the people here.
What did he do?
He didn't tell us.
He never said he was trained as a guard in Fabroxy. He said he was a guard in Fabroxy. He never said he was trained as
They
a
don't train guards in Fabroxy? They just hand people weapons and go be a guard?
What?
What is this world we live in? I'm gonna just jump
Was
off
she
a cliff.
trained?
She wasn't a guard in Fabroxy.
I wasn't.
What did he do to get cast down from
He
Fabroxy?
didn't
would not
tell us.
disclose it.
He wouldn't share any of his information of his past life at all.
He has children though.
He
At one
said
point.
he wouldn't tell you what he did.
Said it was personal.
Things got too personal, apparently. I figure in a town, place, continent, wherever the hell we are, where everybody ends up here the same way, it would be a more open thing to talk about, but I can also understand people wanting to leave their past misdeeds behind.
And he has children now?
Not that I know of. There was pictures, but I don't know if they're there.
Human?
Dwarf.
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 God damn it.
Papa?
Dwarves are stubborn, but that sucks a lot.
Yes.
He's very. I'd say stubborn is a good way to describe.
He's come across more so as just I've done my time, put in my piece. I want to just live out the rest of my life comfortably.
Seems to believe that everyone else should deal with things the same way he had to.
Mm-hmm.
An uphill both ways type of man.
Yes. Barefoot
I hate that.
on the
No,
gravel.
All the.
After talking to him, after talking to Darren, I'm slowly starting to think that nobody wants to see this town be better. They're fine with losing loved ones every day. They're fine with risking their lives for a bit of coin. Nobody.
Minerva, you're in a world of criminals. That is the criminal mind, is it not, Flint?
Yeah, I mean, I'll admit I'm not really one for family. Sort of the one you make yourself, but
Nor am I.
yeah, I wouldn't want random people to just die. That's not really my style.
Oh, you're a better man.
But I'm sure he's jaded in some other ways, possibly scorned by his family members. I have no real love for mine, so I can't fault him on that front, but not wanting to help the other guards to not die is not something that I can stand for, certainly.
Yeah.
I just.
He was not even. Not willing to even consider that might be an option.
It also seems more so to me now that people in this town only become guards for the money. Apparently
Yes.
there's plenty of other opportunities to make money in town, but being a guard just seems to be the quickest way to a payday.
Sure.
Which I think if Minerva starts her training or something, there should be some prerequisites to become
Absolutely.
a guard. Not
Prerequisites.
just, can you swing a sword? Do you want to swing a sword? Do you want to keep swinging a sword? And can you properly do it?
Interesting.
I know in most cities, at least in Fabroxy, you had to make it through training in order to be a guard. It was not. You
Yeah.
weren't just handed a sword and a badge day one.
And
Were
you
you
said
handed
he-
a sword and a badge day one in Fabroxy?
What?
In Fabroxy. to become a guard.
What about it?
They handed you a sword and said, "Congratulations, you're a guard."
There's a lot of cities, and Fibroxy's the
True.
continent.
Oh,
It's,
true. Okay.
it's not a. At least where I'm from, the books I've read, I haven't. Obviously, I'm not a guard myself.
Right.
He
I
was
just-
older,
He seemed older. Yeah.
In his 50s,
50s,
somewhat young for a dwarf, but
and he's retired.
Mm-hmm.
in a city of humans, I suppose that's an appropriate age to
Yes.
settle down.
I understand that the reason why people are down here are because they're criminals. I just disagree with the mindset that criminal is the only, I don't know, personality trait that some of these people have.
What was he wearing?
Normal, simple clothing.
Somewhat fine, not
Not anything too
not
fancy
rags
though.
or anything.
Covered in jewels like Flint?
No.
No.
Interesting.
Red
Modest
hair.
living.
Modest.
Nothing of real interest in his house either.
He permitted you in his house?
No,
No.
we stood in front of his doorway, but the doorway was fully open.
Very good.
Nothing but a few picture frames, and he's got a halberd by the front door.
Halberd and picture frames. And you said you saw family members in the pictures? But he does not speak with them now.
Not that he would let on to.
Curious.
Well, he didn't lead on that he didn't speak to them. I just brought the idea that would he want better for his children, and he seemed indifferent.
It's not that he seemed indifferent. He did say he worked through the guard to make sure his children didn't have to.
Become guards?
Mhm.
Correct.
Children dwarves also?
I would assume. We saw pictures of kids yet.
Dwarves?
They were dwarven children, yeah.
But then why would he not want others to have that same opportunity?
That was my question.
I mean, I see no reason to fault a man for nepotism. Did you see his wife in the portraits?
Mm-mm.
How very interesting, Flint. How many
Mhm.
children?
I said, "Is there children in the pictures?" He went, "Mm-hmm." And I went, "Okay, great."
See, I'm going to piece together something.
I'll say there were 2 kids.
2 kids? 2 children.
2 children.
1 boy, 1 girl?
Yep.
Papa.
The standard.
Yeah, standard nuclear family.
Approximately how old did they look?
In the portraits, they were, older children, but not teenagers.
Like under 10.
So
Okay.
5 to 10.
Would he have looked the age that he looks now in that portrait, or would he have looked younger?
He was not in the portrait.
He wasn't in the portrait, so it was just the 2 children.
You see those
Right.
kids? Who are those kids? I don't know. They came with a frame.
They came with the house, so I didn't bother.
I did ask how old his children were, and he wouldn't disclose that information.
Wasn't very open to
No.
talking about himself.
Or really anything. Seemed we were about
Blue house, red shingles?
Hmm.
Oh, Flint.
You know,
Was it Red House Blue Shingles?
Blue house, red shingles.
Blue house, rich.
what did it smell like? Like, were there any smells that were permeating from him or the house when we stopped by to talk to him?
Sewage.
Clove.
Death, maybe?
Yeah, it was
Just-
Did he
Yeah.
smell like he spent the last night drinking?
like nothing notable.
Like indifference.
It smells
The
like
odor of
complacency.
apathy. That distinct
Did he
apathetic
smell like he
stench.
murdered his family?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think you guys are good fighting.
Mhm.
Killed his kids.
Mhm. Hmm. Yes.
No, he didn't smell like alcohol or anything.
No, nothing notable.
Well, he's definitely somebody that perhaps we can pay another visit to after we finish in the mines.
You don't want me going back to him.
Oh, then Flint and I could certainly stop by and say hello. Perhaps we could offer him a drink, Flint.
You may not make it out of
Uh-huh.
that. I'll go with you. When you go.
What do you mean he may not make it out of that?
He might be a little put off by talking to us again.
Yes.
I think if you two decide to go, I'll accompany. I can have a way with making people forget what I
No problem standing in the street.
look
yes.
like.
Understood.
greasing up my morning star if you need me.
Oh, that's fine.
She's just
You guys
sitting
could
there, sit across the street. on a
Wait,
bus
which
stop,
part of the
polishing
Morning
it.
Star are you greasing?
The handle so it slips out of my hand and I heat it out of it. Not now.
I could also make the two of you invisible, and Stalk could hide on like the roof above the
Oh, I would
chimney.
very much like that.
Minerva, I don't think this man's house will stand if you go back there.
You can creep down the chimney like Santa.
Oh,
Who's
on that
Santa
house. Click,
Big
click, click.
It's ticking. The end of your life. Two
Yeah,
children,
so I
adolescent.
can make that happen.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Simple clothes, not too fine, not covered in jewels. Modest life. Still retired and maintains his position, well, his livelihood here in Quebec. Very interesting, Flint.
Indeed.
Well, matters for after the mines.
Sure.
Hope you're all ready. Ideally, it is late enough in the day that the first level will have been cleared out by the morning guards that set for the miners to be able to successfully go in safely. We can check out the big hole
Yes.
at the end of the hall,
Sounds great.
and then
Big fan.
What a hole.
big fan, big hole.
Oh no.
I look for artifacts. You know that.
Yes,
yeah,
you
I'd say at
do.
this point it's probably about 10 to 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Because you guys woke up pretty early.
Yep. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, if I speak to anyone else in this city, I may very well walk away from this city. So if we are going to do this, we need to do this soon before
Yes.
I lose any more motivation.
Of course. Also, we have secured for us a 15% stake with Mr. Fleetdew's business.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
For
Yes.
us in future. Yes, our business negotiations went very
Very well.
smoothly.
Well, I'm glad one thing went well today.
Yeah,
Yes.
he immediately was like, "Yes, of course. I get additional things. You get 15%."
Good.
And then we gave him a bottle of whiskey.
That's right. He kissed us
Basically.
goodbye.
He did kiss us
He
goodbye.
welcomed us into his family. It was
Beautiful.
quite nice.
We're his sons now.
Yes, we're the Fleetdews. It's Flint and Olaf Fleetdew.
I think we chose the wrong.
House? I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh no, had I gone, I would have strangled him in the day.
No, I would have locked the door.
You would have made him your son.
Yes.
I'm your father.
You're part of my family now.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for Crom restraining me, or at least trying to
Mhm.
keep my flame intact, because
Oh,
I
well.
was ready to burn his house down.
You'll be able to let all that steam out in the mines. I'm sure
I
there's
sure
something
hope
there
so.
if we can light on fire for you. If not, I'm always available.
We can go underground.
I do have some oil.
Cut foot loose.
Good job, Crumb.
Mhm.
Foot loose. Your foot is loose. You're gonna lose your foot.
Oh no.
Feet, loose feet. All right.
Yeah, I mean, we know the entrance. We were told it's right outside for us to the southeast, so head over toward that old area.
Yeah.
Okay, we're heading into the mines.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're
Mine
going
time.
to take a brief break.
Very good.
See you soon.
You're gonna finish my vitamin water because somebody wanted some spicy candy.
Yes.
Someone wanted a bean.
We're back, friends.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Kind of want to try that.
What, the habanero one?
Yeah.
They're really delicious.
I'll have to.
They hurt your face, but worth it.
Why is that worth it? I don't want my beans to hurt my
No pain, no
face.
gain. You know.
Right?
Spicy bean.
What's,
try
what's
habanero
the gain?
one,
It's a
Vulpix.
candy. It's
I ate a
supposed to be
sriracha
pleasant.
one. Shell and Don have both now tried the habanero ones.
Oh, they are delicious and also painful.
Very good.
How you doing, Don?
I think he kind of wants to die.
It's hot.
Can DJ try a Carolina Reaper?
I'll tell you, it really does
No.
taste like habanero, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I've had habanero hot sauce.
Yeah, it absolutely does. It's got that like back.
If
boy.
I had more water, I would.
The southern Flint is coming out.
It's a hot one.
That'd be one spicy pepper.
Things are
Oh,
getting too
man.
spicy.
DJ, you
for
gotta
the
give the people
pepper.
what they want.
Why is it
I
spicy?
cannot. Not
Not
on this stream.
Dude, you'll die.
Yeah, no.
We
We're
need
gonna
to be
get
able
8
to-
minutes into the dungeon and you're like, I have to go.
Maybe maybe at the end of this stream, I'll consider.
Then you're
it.
just breathing in
Before
your
we go
mask
to
and
get
it's blowing
food.
back into your eyes.
You're gonna die.
I'll be right.
It's fine. It's fine.
So, you walk to
the
the
entrance level of the mines.
I gotta go.
Hey, thank you very much, Odie, for the resub.
Thanks.
Hey, thanks.
Also, Vulpix, we now know that that's Monokuma and didn't
Help.
for the entirety of the rest of the time that you
Help.
could use the emote.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
now I
gotta,
know.
I gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
How many bits to make DJ suffer?
You're gonna have to ask him that. That's a
Mm-hmm.
that may also be a bits on his stream thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
How
I
much
don't
do
want
I
to
have
take money for him to be in pain.
How much do I have to pay Don to get DJ to do something?
and I also don't want to do it now because we're close to wrapping up tonight.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So
torture him on his stream.
yeah, I'll be live later tonight. You can do that. Sunday night.
Spicy.
So you walk to the
Yeah,
entrance.
my face still hurts.
You'll be fine. Walk to the entrance of the mine. There's currently 2 guards standing out front. And as you approach, one of them holds his hand up and goes, "Hey, hang on.
Hi,
Where are you guys going?"
In.
in.
Okay.
All right.
Do we need like credentials or something? Because we don't have them.
We
Ah.
have permission.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have permission from Mr. Archrie.
Okay. Yeah, he did say he'd have a group of people coming by. Y'all look like an odd group, so
It's probably us.
probably
I
you.
just
Yeah.
turn around to the party untrained.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Just try and walk right by them.
Oh, hang on. You're gonna want to be careful. See, the morning guard, they didn't do much. They walked in,
Tell me about it.
they found out some other adventurers were coming, and they went, "Eh, we'll let them deal with it." And they walked off. Without
told
payment, everything.
We told Mr. Archrie we weren't handling the top level. We're going down.
Oh. Well, I don't know why those guards didn't. Oh, shit.
Could you check to see maybe if they were just kidding?
Oh.
Oh no, Flynn, we'll just tack it onto our payment.
They walked out without payment. Oh, I don't think they were kidding.
That's ours now.
How old
then.
do the guards look?
These guys are probably 30s.
Okay.
Shit.
You guys been guards
No
long?
children. They're in the mine. Yeah,
Fucking
right.
6-year-olds.
Yeah, 6-year-old guards.
Have you guys been guards long?
in there. Don't do it.
No.
These are mine.
My mind.
We're Peter Pan
mine's-
ones.
Right?
No, I've been a guard about 10 years. And, give me a moment. I gotta flip screens here. Over to NPC names. There we go. And, Doth over there. He's been a guard for, what is it now, Doth? The guy goes, 5, carry the 7 years.
Jesus Christ. Is it DOTH?
Yeah.
And who was the other one?
Great.
Oh, my name is, God damn it, it can't be that one.
Man, is that you?
Man Blackley.
Did we hear what it was?
Shalafrey Fleet Castle.
Why?
How did you wind up with 2 names?
Talifrey Fleet View and Shalafrey Fleet Castle.
How
Made of shallots?
Earth, DJ?
Please
did you
leave it as
randomly come up with almost 2 identical, outrageous names?
Sir, I don't know what your name is. I'm gonna call you Damon.
Sure.
All right, Damon. We're
that.
gonna
Dayman.
Dayman.
Yeah. I am a day guard, day man, sure.
Love that.
Is that with an A or an O?
Ooh, we're gonna do it with an O.
With an
I'm
O.
actually just gonna write day man.
You
in my
you write
notes.
however you want to spell it. That's how it's spelled.
I'm gonna call you onion shit.
I look to both of them and go,
chives.
you guys betting? Like betting type?
Bet. Oh, what do you want to bet on?
I have talked to Archrie
Mm-hmm.
about helping to improve the guard.
Okay.
If we go in
Right.
and we're able to make it out,
Okay.
I want you to recruit some of your other guard friends for training. Try and give them a good word. Convince them to, like, be on board about this training bit.
I mean, I'll do what I can, but anyone can just walk in the door and walk out. If you kill everything in there and make it out alive, I'll consider it.
Okay.
All right.
And if I
I'm
die,
gonna hold up my necklace with a glimmer as you jaw on it and tap the vial.
no need to brag, Crom. We know how good we are.
We ate that for breakfast.
And if you die, I mean, we'll just feed you to the Hydra. To be honest.
You're gonna
You're
get
gonna
our.
come in and
You're,
get
you're
us?
gonna come in and get our bodies from the
Oh.
big fucking monsters.
Well, I guess we'll just feed you to the monsters then.
I think they'll just do that
I think-
for you.
yeah.
I don't think that's a thing that you'll have to worry about. But Doth could come in and check, if he really wants to.
No,
make sure.
that's all you guys. I'm stay out here,
I thought so.
fresh air.
I'm scared of tight spaces.
I'll give you both 5 gold.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I give them both 5 gold. Don't
Thanks.
forget, when I get out of here, better have a big group of friends of yours.
Sure. That's what'll happen.
I just get a little bit closer. It will happen.
Yeah.
Let's be clear about this.
I'm trying to intimidate the shit out of them right now. It will happen.
Yeah, it'll happen.
Insight check.
Okay, make an inside check.
Seven or 15.
I mean, he doesn't seem to be exhibiting any signs that he's being dishonest or not being truthful. He's agreeing with you, saying yes, that's what'll happen.
Is he saying yes, that'll happen, or yeah, sure, that'll happen?
You're saying yes, that'll happen.
Okay. Because the way you were saying, you were like, yeah, definitely gonna do that. Like,
Gonna go get all my
patronizing
friends that I
me?
have.
I got so many friends.
He just doesn't have any. They all live in Canada.
I totally have
they go to a
friends.
different school.
Anyway.
I'm gonna walk inside the mines.
Yeah, it's all you. Go ahead. Everyone walking in the mines?
Yeah.
All right. So as you enter, you
torches
enter.
or anything in here?
What?
Was there any ambient light inside of the mine?
You're not in the mine yet.
No, looking
At the
into
cave
the mine.
entrance.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you would see the entrance, and it would be the entrance would be lit. Sure.
As it goes in, does it get dark?
Yeah.
We could just build a big fire here and just suffocate everything inside.
Assuming there's not a way out from the inside.
That's very true.
I also don't know how big the inside is. You need a very big fire.
I think Crom can make a very big fire.
We'll save the big fire for when we get back. Yes?
Okay.
Okay.
Walk in the mines.
I'm gonna grab a rock off the ground and cast light on it.
Do we need more light?
I mean, I can see in the dark.
I can see out to 120 feet.
You can see in the dark.
I can see in the dark.
I can
I'm-
see in the dark.
I'm very built for this.
Turn the lights out. Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
We can all see
Yeah.
in the dark.
That's more of an aid than anything else.
You said 120.
Yeah.
I can see 90 now.
Cool.
I can only see up to 60.
I think I'm probably at 60 as well.
All right. So you guys step into the mines. This first entrance, you can see the room is 20 by 20. It's a square. There's a passageway leading off to the left.
It's off the.
Yeah, it's off the
Oh,
map.
okay.
Yeah, we're still in the first one.
Yeah, I'll let you know when you're at
Okay.
that part
There
of the
wasn't
map.
enough room for all the.
Fair enough.
So you walk in, you see the entrance. It's, like I said, 20 by 20. Passageway to the left. Passageway leading out straight in front of you to darkness.
Yeah.
The passageway to the left is the one you said goes down to the 2nd floor, right?
Yep, that's what Archrie said goes there. Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna start walking ahead. Flint.
Yeah.
Any good dwarven humming tunes for us?
Sure. Hi ho, hi ho.
I feel like I've heard this one before.
Into the caves we go.
Uh,
Hi ho.
thank you,
Yeah.
Flint.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull torch out of my pack. Would you?
Sure.
Cool. Is there any like direction of the flame from an ambient moving air coming from either the central or the
Yeah,
side
from
one?
here it would be in this entrance. It would be flickering. I forgot to do my entrance bit. Entrance to the mines are littered with broken mining picks, baskets, shovels, and coils of tattered rope. The wind whistling through the opening is sending flows of dust up into the air, bright against the darkness of the cave out in front of you. Passage can be seen on the western and northern walls. The northern passage continuing in the darkness. Flame you would see flickering, not any clear indication of a direction of wind, but you do see the air is moving.
Yeah. And I would assume that the air is pushing into the cave from outside.
If you want to make that assumption, sure.
Okay, so it's just the flames just flickering then? Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Walking
gonna
on.
walk ahead.
Okay. So you begin walking in. How far in are you walking to start? Are you just till you hit a wall,
I'm
or
gonna walk till I hit a wall.
okay,
Or the hole.
or the holes?
Yes.
Don't walk directly.
Not
to
gonna
the-
walk
Close
in.
my eyes and run.
Yeah. I'm not gonna run into the hole.
There's probably spiders in here.
Olaf, do you want this?
What?
The rock.
No. But thank you.
You can throw it if you need to.
I got a rock.
Why would I throw the rock? It's your rock.
You can see further.
I don't need to.
Do you want the water to lead us?
No.
Okay.
It's just a mine.
Oh yeah.
About how wide is the passage?
10 feet.
10 feet? Cool.
So I'll give you 2 by 2.
Yes. It's just a mine.
Just walking. I'll say if we get into a fight, we should put these lights out.
Very good.
This one doesn't want the light.
Yes, that's fine for me.
I mean,
I'll,
I can see in. I can't see in total darkness.
No?
Can you?
Yeah, I mean, yes?
I need a bit of light. It's.
No.
I
Yeah, what-
appreciate the light, Chessa. You can keep the light.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Throw some lights on the ceiling if we get into a fight.
yeah. Then the lights are there, but they're not on us.
Well, Stalk and I can always walk ahead, outside of the brightness of your light. This way he and I can stay
Can you
immersed
see in
in...
total darkness?
Yeah, I mean, dark vision still... Like, as long as it's not magical darkness.
Isn't it dim? Like
You
see-
still
You
see
see in dark like it's dim.
dim, yeah. Yeah,
Hey,
you don't
Octane,
see
thank you very
perfectly,
much
but
for
you
the
still
resub.
absolutely can see.
I'll put out.
Thank you,
the
thank you, thank you.
rock.
No, I mean, you can keep your rock.
I mean, I don't. I was under the impression that even with dark vision, you needed.
No.
Us.
It just makes it, instead of seeing nothing, you're just seeing in scales of gray, and you have disadvantage on the perception checks if you
Gotcha.
are attempting to spot something. But we're in a 10 by 10 walkway. If we're gonna hit something, it's gonna be in front of us. So, yeah.
You begin walking.
Yep.
After you walk 10 feet into this central hallway, the end of the hallway would come into sight for Olaf. You would be able to see all the way to the end
And-
where it cuts, or it cuts to the left.
Okay. Before the hole.
Yes.
Okay. So I mean, see no reason to stop.
How long is this hallway? Would you say? If
135 feet.
If I want to ritual cast detect magic, it takes 10 minutes. Would that?
You walk 30
We walk
feet
30 in a-
around.
It's only
It's
30 seconds for us
Yeah.
to walk
Okay.
to the end.
really fast.
Mm-hmm.
We're sprinting.
Yeah, everybody
Oh.
speed walks in D&D.
We have like weights on our ankles, yeah.
Mall walkers, but
Yeah.
in a dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you begin walking. You're walking all the way till you hit the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you're walking along, you would walk after 30. After 30 feet, you would walk past the passageway to your left.
Mm-hmm.
30 feet after that would be another passageway to the left. Now, you're not going to believe me, but after 35 feet, there's another passageway to the left.
Fantastic.
And we're back outside.
What?
Albert.
And after 35 feet, you would hit the wall with a passageway to the left.
Cool.
So as you're walking along, I'll say you hit the wall,
Mm-hmm.
you make your left and look, and you got a room out ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
Off of the light that Chess is holding with the rock, as you're walking along, you can see it looks to be just a mine. You know, you got the brace supports every 5 to 10 feet.
Okay.
Rough-hewn walls where obviously they've been chipped away and chopped. Along the floor, you see it looks remarkably clean for a mine.
Mm-hmm.
Solid stone floor, but the stone seems to almost have like a varnish. Like a polyurethane, what we would know
Like
as
marble?
Like a shimmer.
like a not like marble, like epoxy.
Okay.
Like a shiny layer
Yes.
over the stone itself. Kind of leading down along the hallway, right down the center of it. Leading all the way up to the wall, where you can see it continues along the footpath to the left.
Is the floor wet? Wet. Making it shiny?
Do you want to bend down and touch the floor?
Well, I mean, I would assume that if I'm walking in it, I would know if the floor's wet or not. You'd hear like...
Or like splashing.
It doesn't. It doesn't
Do I
appear.
have squishy boots right now?
It doesn't appear to be wet.
I'll check the floor.
Yeah, you bend down and touch it. It's dry to the touch, but you can feel that almost like slick feeling of like almost plastic.
Like a lacquer.
Yeah, like a lacquer. Yeah.
So it's like it's soaked into the stone.
Sure.
Do the walls look like that as well, or just the floor?
Just the floor.
Cool. I'm gonna look to the left.
Okay, you look to the left into this room. Ahead of you, you can see it's a 25 by 20 foot rectangle.
Is this the fourth left? Like
Yes.
there's like 4 different rooms. This
Yeah.
is the fourth
Yes.
one?
This is gonna be. Sorry, I gotta.
I'm gonna cast detect magic while we're not ritual cast, just
Yep, that one.
Cool.
It's gonna be that room.
Mm-hmm.
You turn left and look into that room. You see it's kind of laid out like that. That is
Bam.
room. This one.
So it narrows to a 5 by 5.
Yes, as it turns into there. Yep. You can see that this room is noticeably empty. Aside from veins of ore running along the walls, you can see, other than that, there's no real furniture or anything in the room. Saying empty was a little bit dishonest, I'll be honest.
Good.
Switch stock and I.
No furnishings in the room, just stone walls, no like tapestries.
Any equipment on the ground?
Nope, just empty room. Except
A thing
For
that
the
makes it
Hydra.
not empty?
a thing that makes it not empty.
So the opposite of empty.
It's,
That's what
it's
I said.
empty,
It's
except
like
in every
empty.
way possible.
That's why I said empty is kind of dishonest because it's not fully
you
empty.
could say mostly empty.
Mostly empty. Yeah.
Cool.
Nearly empty room.
Mm-hmm.
With the exception of the ogre standing in the middle of the room.
Papa.
That's what we're getting to. Just want to.
The ogre.
Yeah, the ogre. Yeah.
The ogre.
You
The
can
ogre.
see
Oh no.
ahead of you in this room, just kind of like slowly inching their way along, to what appear to be large snails
Aw.
with head stalks that kind of like come up like this. You can see their shells look almost like conch shells. They're very bright and reflective and shiny.
They're like conch shells?
Hmm?
Do they look like snail hermit crabs?
Yeah, like
Hang on.
conch shell's got that like point on the end.
Snail mud crabs.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Just gonna
How big are these?
lean over my
Fun.
shoulder to stalk. Fuck is that?
Is that a monstrosity?
It looks like a fucking
Yeah,
monstrosity,
it looks like
dude.
one to Mike.
It actually is not.
Okay.
What
No, I got no idea.
Fuck.
Is it just a
Snailosity.
creature?
I'm starting to feel like Stock should have like mastered looking at insects at this point. I love these things.
Yeah, right?
How big
I'm
is
gonna
this
whisper
thing?
hello in deep speech.
No response.
Yeah, shrug.
It just kind of keeps slowly worming its way along.
So at the area from whence it wormed, is the floor
From whence you wormed.
is the floor lacquered?
Yes.
Ew.
I think it's just like a Roomba.
Like a Zamboni.
Kind
Snail
of.
bony.
Like a,
I think we leave it in peace.
yeah, I like that guy.
Pieces.
That guy.
He's cool.
Maybe Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, I see no reason to,
Provoke it.
just go in and cut this weird thing down for no reason.
Just hear
Is it
like
magic?
distant organ music, like.
Yeah, right?
Snail.
Are you detecting
I'm
magic?
detecting magic.
You don't sense magic.
Mhm.
You do, however, sense the complete absence of that being in your detect magic.
Is that unusual?
Yes. Whereas, like,
Like,
I'm
this
trying
thing's
to...
not magic at all.
It's completely void of
It's
literally
negatively
everything.
magic.
That.
It's not a 0 on the scale. It's a negative.
It's a
on the
negative. Like it's
scale.
Whoa.
void. It's like
I'm gonna throw my rock, like, in front of it.
In front of it?
Yeah.
Okay. You toss a rock with light on it
Yeah.
in front of it. As it passes and hits the ground in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
You consume.
How big is this snail?
Yeah, also, how large are these things?
the entire
Large.
size of the room. Oh, probably.
Oh my. This is a very small room for two large things.
They're just like
Snail.
spinning in circles.
Yeah, I like walking. Just like,
It's just Kate turning.
dude, like what mating ritual am I witnessing
Slide
here?
block
Their
puzzles
stalks-
where they're just like.
their stalks are tangling
Wait,
together.
how did it get in the
Oh,
room if it's
my-
5
yeah.
by 5?
Ooh,
Oh, we don't do that in
squeeze.
D&D. We
Yep.
Okay, alright.
We just accept.
Alright.
Yeah, you can't.
Okay.
I found out you move at half speed when you squeeze, so
Yeah.
you can make it.
Yeah.
Technically,
It's in a shell.
if they're, like, long
Doesn't
but
matter.
not wide,
D&D rules.
It's like an accordion.
Squeeze.
Yep.
they might be, like, long, like, large this way, but, like, 5 by 5 this way. You know?
Is it like a car store where like the doors like open up? Like it actually just opens up and then they shut them.
What to do to the rock?
So the rock hits the ground.
Yeah.
Wait, on the shelf.
Everyone
Oh no.
within 60 feet.
Everybody.
Including around the corner?
Huh?
Including around that corner?
That's fair. I guess it would have to be Chessa and Olaf since you guys would be closest, because Chessa would have to throw the rock
Yeah.
at the thing. So if you want to move yourselves where you would be.
I'd probably still be close.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'd be in the room, right?
Yeah. Was that the only
You
source
could
of
have
light,
tossed it
too?
down the hall. Because
Yeah.
you would have had to move
Yeah,
past
'cause
I
it.
would
I
have
was
wanted,
making
I
sure.
would
I put
wanted
up
to
the
see
torch.
it.
Alright.
I'm curious about these void
Cool.
snails.
So you three
Yeah, what do we do?
make a wisdom saving throw
Okay.
You got it.
as the rock hits the ground,
Wisdom saving.
and
snail.
you see the snail visibly jump, and then a bright light, like pretty much immediately after. So you see it visibly jump, and then a bright light just flashes out from it.
Wisdom?
I'm an 8.
13.
18.
Okay. Mike succeeds. Sorry, everybody else. And we're gonna roll initiative here,
Initiative.
and you are Olaf and Chessa are stunned.
Did
I
the
just
light
gave
go
it a
out?
rock.
The light stays lit.
Okay.
You scared it
So-
with your spooky bright light.
I just tossed a rock towards it.
We hear the rock hit the floor from around the corner,
And a bright light.
and just the room goes.
A photo flash. Everything.
I think they found the light switch.
Uh-oh.
We will take our initiative rolls. I don't think we're gonna be able to get through a round of combat.
Probably not.
So we'll get our initiative rolls set up, combat ready, and then we'll probably wrap for tonight.
Cool.
Don, what you got?
I am a 17.
Cool. Chessa.
I rolled a 1. It's 4
Ow.
total.
4. Olaf.
11.
Crom.
5. I'm also way back around.
Minerva.
19.
Stalk.
15.
Okay. So, Chell, roll again.
13.
Okay, you're gonna go first. You're gonna lead us off next week.
Lit on
So you see bright flash of light from the snail, still going, still emitted. It's 60 feet of very bright light now. It's two snails are just kind of like snailing it up in this room.
two
Just
snails?
sailing around.
And that's where we're gonna end this week.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Cool. Well, friends, thank you very much for watching tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thank you very much for the raid and the follows this evening for an Octane Odie with the resubs, Wolpix with the gifted sub, CMS with the resub, and CMS with the 10,000 bits. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. Welcome to the new year. We appreciate your support as always. I hope you guys had a great holiday. We're happy to be back. So we'll be back next with the City of Oshwamp on Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're new here, make sure you follow us. You can find us again. You can also check out our website, notgreatrpg.com, to find out all the other information about us. Check out our recaps of our episodes. We've got videos up there. We've got podcasts. We've got coupons for a bunch of different tabletop companies. It's all there. But yeah, thank you guys very much. We love you and appreciate you, and we will see you on Tuesday night. Good night, friends.
Good night.
Bye, friends.
Bye.